All right. What is going on, everybody? How are y'all doing? Hopefully, y'all can hear me. It doesn't look like y'all can. Give me just a half a second. Something has happened. Okay, never mind. I see it. We are good to go. How are y'all doing tonight? We have a great show. If you could, hit the like button, share this out, do all the things. Thank you so much for being here. So tonight's show, as you've seen by the thumbnail, oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. Because tonight's show is awesome. And so, RPG88, I'm glad you asked. So tonight we have our very own special episode called the Video Game Draft Night. And what we're going to do is these are going to be different drafts that we do. Tonight's, though, is you can only have 4 franchises that you get to play for the rest of your life. Only 4. That means previous games, current games, new games, what have you. If you're like, man, there was this series that was out, but it stopped on the PS1. That's cool. If that's what you want all those go with you. If you're like, man, I love all the, I don't want to give any of my picks away. But if you're like, man, I love franchise X, then you get all their games, even if some are like still in development or haven't been done yet, what have you. The thing is, though, is that not everybody can pick the same franchises. As a matter of fact, nobody gets to pick the same franchises. We all have to pick different ones. So, if I have franchise X and Josh says franchise X, well, he can't because I already have it. There's going to be 4 rounds. It is myself, Logic, Enate, and Josh, and we are basically going to be drafting our favorite franchises tonight. And so I'm really excited about this. It's really fun. I like doing special episodes, special one-offs like this, but this one is actually going to be a really cool series, I think, because there's so many different avenues you can take it. You know, you can find 4 JRPG fans and go, all right, favorite JRPGs, go. You only get 4, though. What are your top 4 favorite JRPGs? And then you just list them. Or top 4 favorite action games. And it's always 4. You always try to get a team of 4 together. So it's a nice even number, 4 rounds, 4 times 4. You know, everything works out great. It fits on the screen. It's perfect. Swiper, no swiping. The thing is, there's no trades. There's no nothing. So I think there's going to be some sadness to discuss very early on tonight because a lot of us are going to be here and picking, I think, some of the same things. Anyways, it's going to be a great time. I'm really excited about it. Let me get to the actual kind of graphic or setup for tonight because this is not it. And where is it? Here it is. This is going to be the setup for tonight. We're going to move the peoples down here. And up here in this little guy is going to be our YouTube. So basically, as somebody, let's say somebody picks, I have Fire Emblem up because, well, Inate's here. So let's say Enate picks Fire Emblem. Well, I'm going to be playing the trailers from some of the games up here on the screen for y'all so y'all can hang out, enjoy that. And then I will have our picks listed over here off to the side. And as you can see, I have them here. So pick 1, pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, and then we're doing a snake draft all the way down. What is up, Dizzy Delta 88? Hey, man, we got 2 88s in the chat. We got Des Bryant, Michael, or actually, no. We don't like Des. He missed that catch. We got Michael Irvin, and we got CD Lamb in the building tonight. Sorry, there's going to be some sports things thrown out here because, you know, it is what it is. All right, let's bring in Josh. I believe Enate and Logic are on the way. Enate said he's 3 minutes out, so let's bring Josh in here right now. Josh, how are you, sir?
Yeah, I can't complain. Yourself?
Good. I am phenomenally fantastic.
Oh, that great alliteration.
Thanks. What up, hero?
Yo, hero.
Guys, I am on, I have a great cup of coffee right now. So,
ooh, what kind of coffee?
Hang on. It's Shoot. Nicaraguan? Oh, God, my buddy's going to kill me. It's his coffee. Uh, Shoot. I used to know this. It's Nicaraguan, Ecuadorian, and El Salvador, I believe. No, it's Guatemala, and Guatemala. Guatemala is thrown in there as well. And it's all blended, and it's so good. So good.
I was going to say worldly, but okay.
It's it's called, if anybody ever wants to get coffee, it's called Round Mountain Coffee. You can get their coffee beans. They are delicious. Not a sponsor, just a really good friend.
Yes, I don't have coffee. I have a energy drink. I've got a, what's it called, ultraviolet monster energy drink thing.
Oh.
It's like grape. So
your butt's going to start glowing.
yeah, I wouldn't go that far. But ultraviolet, I think the ultra ones are just like they have zero sugar, apparently. I don't believe that, but
man,
they're good. So I deal with it.
So Hero, good to see you, man. Sorry to hear about your phone, but
yeah, sucks about your phone. Yeah,
that does happen.
Yeah.
Also,
I think I phone 7 fucking ever, and I think I'm on a 13 or 14 now. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'd like to go ahead and just introduce the tonight real quick, because I really do want to set the tone of what y'all can expect. So most people do not actually go and read the description. I have come to find that out. I have left jokes in some of these. I have left little, hey, come to the chat and show that you've said, no, nobody does that. So I just want to let y'all see this real quick. And hear this. So tonight, welcome to the first video game draft night. Tonight is a very special night in the gaming den where we break from the news cycle and just celebrate gaming. No console wars, no physical versus digital, no corpo speak, just great gaming franchises that we would play for the rest of our lives. There are 4 of us tonight, and there are 4 rounds, so that is 16 franchises up for grabs. Who will come out with the best list? I will let you decide. And guys, I really want y'all to participate as well. If y'all, as we're doing this, if y'all are like, oh man, that franchise is butt, just put that in the chat. Let
us know.
Let us know what you think, because this is all opinion.
When I looked at the picture before, I'd totally forgotten about Assassin's Creed. So that threw me. I was like, shit.
Bro,
so I like Assassin's Creed.
On my list, there was a franchise that came up, and I was like, oh, those games and those mechanics were revolutionary.
Yeah.
But the franchise only has 4 games in it, 5 games in it. And so I'm like, so then it became the discussion of amount of games in the franchise versus quality
I had that
of the
discussion
titles.
too. Yeah. Because I'll give you one, because I was talking to my daughter about it, and this isn't on my list, but I was like, the cheap answer is I could do Pokemon.
Right.
Because there's so many of those fucking games. And I was like, but I'm even because I have thought for a couple of years, I'm like, do I go back and play every Pokemon game, proper Pokemon, Gen 1 through whatever, not this stupid spin-off Dr. Pikachu or whatever the fuck they have. I'm not doing that crazy shit. Or what is it, Mystery Dungeon? No, it's not Mystery Dungeon. That's Final Fantasy. No, I think there is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon or something like that. There's all these crazy
equally,
games, but
equally as horse crap. Equally,
yes.
There's the amount of spin-offs from
I
Pokemon.
like Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon.
Well, that's because you're in a shill for Final Fantasy. But
probably
the Pokemon people like the other one too. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of the same. It's opposite sides of the same coin.
What's that Pokemon Tekken game?
What?
There's a Pokemon fighting game, and it's like Tekken. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, I've never heard of
Pokken something. Yeah, I think it's called. It's like Pokemon. It's like a 3D fighter, like Tekken. I can't remember what it is.
But man, these video game franchises, some of them are key moments in our life, right? Some of them are, we were playing them during this moment, the story clicked with us, and then thankfully it clicked with enough other people to where the franchise just kept going, right? We all know, and I'll just tell you one that's not on my list, but Metal Gear. I know so many people who played that game.
I love Metal Gear.
And it was damn near life-changing for them. And they're in there, and they can defend that series with everything they have, and they would be totally okay if they got nothing else but Solid Snake for the rest of their life. That's
Metal Gear was just outside my list. I do love Metal Gear. So.
Well, I don't, but it's fine. No, that's why I was able to say it without anybody thinking anything. Or Grand Theft Auto, man, I know people who used to escape into that world. Kids would just go home and just burn their weekends just in GTA. GTA 3 was such a cultural shock when it came. Like, that was the height of a movement of like, video games are
Oh, like
awful. They're making our kids
GTA 6
terrible.
this year will be a moment in time. This is a huge deal that GTA is coming out. Like, if people don't remember 2013, like, this is a huge deal. Like,
Oh, it's going to be
People
crazy.
will remember this.
And
Yeah.
that's as somebody who will like end up getting the game when it's $8. Like, but like, that's just it's nice
Nate
to
is here,
have
by the
an-
way. I'm not sure if
Oh,
you saw.
hey,
Yeah.
what's up, Enate? Sorry, no, I'm pacing. What's up, Enate? How are you, sir?
Maybe he's not here. I heard the
He
thing
might
that
not
off
be
and he's
here.
in the chat. So,
But like,
yeah.
franchises have played such a huge part in most of our gaming journeys. Where,
I am here, by the way. Sorry.
oh hey, what
Technical
up, dude?
difficulty.
We
Yeah,
just
no,
thought you stepped away.
No, I forgot that my computer restarted because I was without power for like 12 hours. So,
Oh god!
yeah.
Yes, I saw you put that on Twitter. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Why? Like, why?
So we had like a 20-minute dust storm that apparently had such catastrophic winds in such a short amount of time that at some point it threw something apparently at power lines and down those power lines, which apparently knocked out like the majority, like half the city, uh, and like just huge sections of the map were just blanked out as like no power.
Jeez.
And as they started to bring it back up, of course, well, you live in Arizona, so what's going to happen the moment you pull the grid back online?
Everything's about
Everybody's
to drop.
AC.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody's AC is going to hit. And of course, the power turned on and it flickered for about 4 seconds. And then they were like, they sent out another message and they were like, my bad. So, yeah, another line failed when we brought the grid back online. So we're going to go have to take care of that. And
Damn.
yeah, it ended up taking, well, probably just short of 12 hours. It went off at 9:45 p.m. and it only officially came back up at like 11. No, actually, that is more. Sorry. Yeah, it's more than 12 hours. So it officially came back
Gosh.
up fully at 11:45 a.m.
Dude,
Yeah.
you know that grid is screaming right now. Those ACs are like,
Good to
"Dear
know it's like at
Jesus."
nighttime though, and not like in the middle of the
Yeah,
day.
I mean, that was at least a good thing. But the other problem
Yeah.
is the plumbers apparently were here earlier in the
Oh
day
shit.
and they forgot to turn the water back on when they left.
Oh
So
no.
we also
No.
had no water, which
Do you know how to
thankfully
do that?
to turn it back on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I knew how to do it. The problem is I wanted to confirm with maintenance first, though, that there wasn't like someone's apartment flooding if I
Ah.
turned it back on. So once
Fair.
they called, they were like, "Oh, yeah, no, you can turn it on." Then later today, or just after the power came back on, probably about 1, we had no water again. But I at least figured out they were actually here because I could hear them banging on a pipe in the wall. So I was like, okay, they're actually doing something. And then this time when they left, they remembered to turn it back on. So now I'm finally back up and running.
What a day.
Dude, what a day,
Yeah.
man. That sucks.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been
Jeez.
fun.
My wife messaged me the other day because we lost power also for like 30 minutes. And she messaged me and she was like, "Why did we lose power?" I said, "I don't know." I'm like,
Did you say,
2
did you
cities-
pay the bill?
She did say that. She was like, "I thought you paid the bill last week." I was like, "I did pay the bill last week." And she goes, "Okay, can you call?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?" So I call, and as I'm getting on my phone, I get a text message that just says, "Conway, your address, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Oh, well, got it. Cool." So I call her and I'm like, "Hey, honey, we just out of power." She goes, "For how long?" Didn't say. Do they know anything? Not a clue. Like,
Helpful. I'm reading about bloody Hero in the chat as well. Fucking hell, that sounds awful.
that was my life for 3 decades daily. Oh, gosh.
Yeah. That's not like, fuck that.
6 to 10 hours of power at best for over 30 years. Man. Squirrels happen. That's true. I do not know where Logic is.
Running late.
I am guessing. So we are...
Well, we knew what we've been playing and stuff. We can,
yeah.
We can pan it out.
I just know
We can
that
give
we
them
have
a minute.
16 different franchises to
I
talk
know,
about.
I know. I'm sure there's some we'll get through faster than others. So
And Nate and I don't get through normal show topics in a timely manner, much
we'll
less.
make it work.
Okay, so yeah, let's start. Josh, what have you been playing?
I have been playing my heroine for the time being, which is Final Fantasy 14, which is still amazing. Oh God, I love that game. It is a drug, and I know that you've watched my heroin bloody my addiction the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
It's been bad.
I took about a week off, but I jumped back on last night and put a couple of hours in. But I've been playing also GTA 5 because the GTA 6 news got me wanting to play GTA. So I jumped back into 5. Maybe that was a mistake, but we'll see. Because I'm a little bit worried about getting burnt out before 6, because I will play 6. Because like 5, I say I won't play it day 1, but I know I will. So, because how I know that the hype for GTA is real is when 5 was coming up, I was like, I'm not going to worry about that. I didn't care about 4 anymore, whatever. And then I was like, I'm not buying it day 1. I bought it day 2, so because I couldn't not. So I had no willpower when it came to GTA. So seeing all that stuff, and then 2 nights ago, I started up Vampire Survivors, which is a thing, and easily something to lose time on. Which
One of the most addicting video games ever created in
Yeah.
all of mankind. Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
and I was up till like 1:30 last night playing it, and yeah, it's addicting.
Dude's like, I gotta
just-
get more garlic. I gotta get more garlic.
Yep, I know the garlic is so fucking good.
Garlic is so
And then-
Oh,
OP.
it's very good.
Yeah, and then you get the life drain of ability thing with it, like later on. I'm like, fuck yeah, like that's when you know you're hitting your stride. And I put a video
Yeah.
up on Twitter just because it was like the first time that I'd got to like 30 minutes, and it was like near the end, this shit going nuts. I was like, fucking hell.
Those
Yeah,
finally
like-
got far runs are always good.
Yeah, I was like, wow. I ended up getting to 30 minutes in that run, but I didn't show it in the video. But there was like there's just shit everywhere on the screen. I was like, what the fuck? Like this thing is unreal.
They do feel
Yeah,
like a
it's fun.
really.
It's fun. I was gonna
they-
say it's fun when you get so overpowered that you're afraid you're
Yeah.
gonna crash your system.
Yep, that's what I was worried. I was like, and then, like they even get the photosensitive warning. I was like, it's not that bad. Then I was thinking about it today while I was playing for a little bit. I was like, oh yeah, I can see it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you get a lot of stuff going, you'll just be popping those little skeletons
Yeah.
and the zombies and all of it. They pop on the
bats and
screen. And
everything,
yeah,
yeah.
you're just gonna hit everything. And like, what I like to do is just go around the map, and then go, like
Yeah.
I'll go around the map, and I'll go to those little blue balls that you can get that draw everything into you, so I can gain like 8 levels at one time.
Yeah,
So fun.
yeah, that happened last night, and I just kept going. I was like, I swear there weren't that many things on the map, but it just kept giving me levels. I'm like, come on, like let me play the game. I want to move around more. But yeah, it's pretty good. Like, it's I hear it. It's like Balatro, which is also one of those super addicting games. But I'm not gonna start Balatro because I know me, and I do enjoy a good hand of blackjack. So I don't want to start Balatro. But Vampire Survivors is pretty damn good. And
I'm actually waiting
between
for
that
the
and
next,
like,
the next
well,
Survivor 3.
I say,
the
yeah, the
Warhammer.
next one is the JJK one, and I'm like, that fucking looks awesome.
Oh wait, no, not so. I did like that, the idea of that one, but it's multiplayer, so I didn't like that. So
Well, it says you can do
I
it
don't like
single
to
player
do-
as well.
Okay, so if I can do single player, then I'll be interested
Yeah,
in it.
it's
But
just you
the
play with
next one
bots
that-
apparently. So
The next one that's completely single player is Warhammer, the Warhammer Survivor, which there's a demo of, which is amazing, and it feels new. I was afraid it was gonna feel too much like Vampire Survivor, but everything's unique enough where it doesn't feel that way. So I'm actually like really excited for that one to come out.
yeah, the I think it was the Nintendo Direct that had the JJK one. I was like, fuck yeah! Like I didn't even play Vampire
Yeah,
Survivors at that point, but I was like, I fucking love JJK, so I was like, yeah, like I'm in for that one. Doing the culling games, and Screen Meth is a great name for it.
Yeah, they are really good. Speaking of screen meth, Enate, what's your screen meth been?
Honestly, I've just been I've been all over the place
He's like,
lately.
honestly, I've been sleeping. Damn it, it's hot and I'm tired.
Nah, I mean, I wish. Um,
It'd
no,
probably be better
I've been
for all of us.
yeah, I've been all over the place, man. I just like once once you sometimes once you finish, your last game or whatever, you're just kind of all over the place. So I'm
Yeah.
really fiending for the next game to come out. Like I've got that's not to say I don't have a ton of a metric ton of stuff to play because I obviously do. But like me and Morgan have, I mean, you know how I'm an SRPG person. So
Yep.
obviously you had Fire Emblem up and brought that up and how big of a fan I am of Fire Emblem. Well, I'm also a really big fan of SRPGs in general. So
Oh, yeah.
XCOM, I have over XCOM 2, I have over 1100 hours in XCOM.
Are you looking
And
forward to Star Wars? Uh,
exactly, and that's what I'm
Zero
talking
Company?
about. Yeah. So Zero Company comes out on the 27th of this month and
Did you see the hands-on
crazy.
previews?
I did, and they're being glowing, and people are freaking the hell out, and I love it.
Did you hear how long they played for?
They got a couple hours, like over
No,
10 to
they
30
got
hours.
12 hours over 7 days. I talked to one of the guys who did it, and he's
Yeah,
like, "It's fucking awesome."
yeah, it's been really good. Like it was interesting. Like as much as people were glowing about it, people had different things to say about it. Surprisingly, so like it was interesting listening to multiple of the previews and people were just gushing. Like one guy said that some of the dialogue options and stuff and the way that some of the written dialogue reminded him of like Mass Effect and stuff, and this guy's apparently a really big Mass Effect guy, so I could trust that one.
It's
um
written by the guy
yeah,
who did Jedi
the Jedi
like
Survivor.
Jedi Fallen Order and Survivors. Yeah,
Yep. Yeah, that got Morgan really excited. This is her first time playing a an XCOM like kind of thing.
oh yeah,
Uh, she's played an SRPG because she started with Triangle Strategy. That was her actual first. But I was explaining to her that this one's like different, with XCOM and the way that positioning works and stuff like that. So she's excited to try that as well. And then obviously Fire Emblem is coming in September. Um, and then it's just
did you see
like
the previews for that too?
I did. They actually came out like a day apart
Yeah, they
and
also
they
had like
both
20
were
hours.
glowing. Yeah, they had a ton of hours, and they
Yeah,
felt like they were like barely scratched the surface.
yep.
And so it's like two of the games that I'm most excited for. The previews have been absolutely ridiculous. Like people just cannot like wait to get back in and play both of these titles. And I mean that's exciting for me because there was a time when SRPGs weren't popping like that,
Yeah,
and now they're just as in demand as some of the other standard turn based, which I laughed at because Shu, there was an article recently where Shu basically laughed at himself because he was like, it's kind of funny how in demand turn based combat is after
yeah,
I warned the Expedition 33 team not to call it turn based combat because so many people are adverse to that, and which is fair,
yeah,
right? Like I
yeah.
get
And
why
he's
he
right.
thought that, and he's
Yeah,
right, yeah, but it still did gangbusters and like outsold Final Fantasy times two. So it's like, I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, like we've said before, if you make a good game, now I'm not gonna say everybody, but if you make a good game, you can transcend anything, man. People are gonna recognize a good game at the end of the day,
Mm.
or a great game, especially at the end of the day. So yeah, I mean that's basically the main things. Like I said, I'm looking forward to. But yeah, I've been playing the older Fire Emblem, which you saw that if you I know you said you saw that post.
yep.
Um, I was playing the original Fire Emblem on my AYN Thor, or
I
like the
hear that's
remake.
good.
Yeah,
The
it's
AYM Thor, I mean.
amazing. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's awesome. It literally plays everything, to be honest.
Yeah,
Everything I throw at it, and then I happen to get the max version, which has 16 gigabytes of RAM and a 1 terabyte SSD. So
nice.
I mean, yeah, it is just it chews up anything I throw at it. So like I said, the Fire Emblem. I've been playing actually two different versions of Fire Emblem on there. One from the 3DS and one, like I said, from the Game Boy Advance era. Um, and then on console right now, like as far as like the PS5, man, I have like a just a plethora of stuff, but the main thing is I went back through the PS4 version of Persona 3 Reload,
Oh
because
yeah.
I messed up a trophy,
Oh,
because the way the
I hate when
trophy
that
guy
happens.
told me. Yeah,
Yeah.
so this is at least a good save. So the way the trophy guy told me, he didn't tell me to take the character on a date more. He told me in the end, and he's like, "Oh, by the way, you got
Yeah.
3 days to do this."
Yeah.
And I was like,
When they
"What?"
fuck it up, yeah.
Mm.
And you're trying to
Yeah,
max everyone out. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So I got the max one. So what it is, this is the special character from the Velvet
Oh yeah.
Room,
Yeah.
Elizabeth, and you have to
Yeah.
take her out. And every
Yeah. There's
time you
so many
take her out,
places. Yep.
yeah, it takes her like 3 or 4 days to decide where she wants to go next.
Hmm.
So the problem was I needed to take her one more place, and then I could take her to my room.
Yeah.
But I couldn't because I only had 3 days left in the whole game. So
Yeah.
yeah, so basically what I had to do was I started the PS4 version, and thankfully Atlas has a built-in cloud save that goes between the PS4 and
Yeah.
PS5 version. So I can basically essentially do it again, make sure I get it, and right as I'm about to take her to my room, save, transfer it over, get the platinum there, and get the PS4 platinum at the same time.
Nice. I need to do the PS4 one. I've only got the PS5 Platinum.
Nice.
But
But yeah,
like Metaphor, I haven't got around to a Persona in a while.
yep.
yeah, Metaphor I tried to do the dual platinum at the same time, and
I haven't
I
touched Metaphor at
just
all.
went
So
for it. Oh, not at all. Oh, wait,
no,
who?
like I've
Is
got
it
it. I've
Thrifty
bought it. I
that
just
was
haven't
going
played
through
it.
it?
Thrifty was going through it, and I've made a deal. Did make a bet with him that I could beat it before he does.
Shut up.
And I haven't even started it
Shut
yet.
up.
Well, with his recent crack coming out in September, that'll be pretty easy.
Yeah.
Because Trails in the Sky second chapter
Yeah.
or whatever.
And that got a
Yeah,
demo.
No, I can't even get that. So that's the problem. So listen to this, guys. That's the freaking problem. I can't even
I
get
was
that
gonna break
because,
your rule.
well, no, because it's not a full price game. It's like 50
Oh, okay.
bucks. No. That's not why. Here's the problem. In September, I also have Wolverine. Right after Wolverine,
Yeah, you
I'm
do.
gonna end up having Ace Combat 8. Right after Ace Combat 8, I have Final Fantasy Resonance. Right after Final Fantasy Resonance, I then have a window, hopefully in December, where I can play another game. But like, I don't know when I'm supposed to play these other 100-hour titles that they keep putting out. Also, like, that's just,
Well,
I don't know
you
when
keep
that
playing
happens.
14 through the whole thing. That's all you do.
Well, I don't want.
That's all I'm doing.
So that's what I've been playing right now. Now, last week, you and I kind of talked about it already, Josh. But last week, I did not get a lot of gaming time in. It was busy.
Yeah, neither
I
did
was
I.
on. I was
Yeah.
on call. It was no, that was 2 weeks ago. Last week, it was just busy.
No.
It was just busy.
Yeah.
Every single night we had something. I had a party I had to go to for my buddy and his wife's anniversary. Beautiful thing to watch. It was great. Like, but we were busy. And so when that happens, I chose sleep instead of gaming. Shame
No,
on me.
you choose gaming. You don't choose
You
sleep.
listen,
That's
at
a
40,
rookie move.
At 40, you choose sleep.
I'm not 40 yet, so we'll
Yeah,
see.
exactly.
But at the moment, I'm saying I cut out sleep for gaming. So, but I've only got a couple of years.
But yeah, so but I got back into Final Fantasy 14 again, and I am doing
Yeah.
the main storyline. I am in 3.3 now, I believe, of A Realm Reborn.
That's on the weird like chapter thing that they do on the PS5. You're still
Yeah.
in A Realm Reborn 1.0. Like
Oh, well,
that's what I'm saying. Like that's the weird chapter thing on the PlayStation. Like that's like the chapters of the story. That's not like the patch content.
oh, no. I
number.
know that. I know
Yeah.
that. I'm in it for A Realm Reborn. I'm on chapter 3, subheading 3.
Yeah.
Which is cool because that means in a week, even with not a lot of gaming, I went from 2.2 up to 3.3, which is nice. I completed almost an entire chapter in a week, which is that's good for me. And
Yeah.
so yeah, I have been feeling, and I have to keep reminding myself I have a buffet of games that are coming because I'm getting that itch to like purchase something, try something, blah blah blah, and I'm like, I don't want to waste my money on something and then just go right back to 14. So I'm holding strong right now.
I'm just not going to stop playing 14. I'm going to play everything else around it. So Like, to be fair, Resonance will probably get me to stop, and I'll probably binge Wolverine and get that done in like ASAP, and then get back on to 14 immediately. I'll just get the platinum and Wolverine and stop. So.
That's kind of how I feel, guys. Logic is on his way.
Cool.
He is on the way. I got that message.
But then, like, in between all that, I also have to fit in Kingdom Hearts because I did not realize the new Kingdom Hearts ports are PS5, so they have new trophies. So I have to get the platinums again in them. So I'm like, yeah, like I'm down for that.
I'm more. I felt what Logic, or not Logic. I felt what Enate said so much when he was like, or when he said that I'm ready for the next game. I'm ready for the next thing. I've put my 40
I'm
hours.
always playing game.
I've put my 40 hours in. I'm ready to go. I'm like, okay, cool. Out of big games like this, that's the chunk that I like to do at once. And so like I'm at 40 and I'm like, okay, cool. I want to keep going. I love the game, but I'm ready to play other things. Even if, guys, I know we weren't going to bash video games or anything like that, but I saw the trailer for the deluxe edition for the digital deluxe edition for Wolverine, and
yeah, those suits.
His head looks weird when it's just the suit with his big fuzzy ass head on top of it. He just looks weird. He looks fine when it's like the full suit with the mask on and everything. Looks great. Can't wait. Looks awesome.
Is it just me, or do his claws look different in some of those suits as well?
His whole thing looks different right now. Like, I've said it from the beginning, the character model has always felt super stiff, but like this one looked disproportionate when in the suit. And so that was kind of a bit of like, oh my gosh, guys. Like, but at the same time,
care. Like, I'm playing the game just because
I can change it and I can wear the suit I want as long as I pre-order, because those little rat finks put the suit I want.
I said maybe I'm wrong. I said I'm not 100% sure. I think they didn't let you get the pre-order ones in Spider-Man, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
I'm not happy.
I wouldn't hold it past them.
I am not happy about that because the brown suit is what I want.
Well, to be fair, you could buy it and then buy them later. I don't know. I think like buy an upgrade would probably have it or something like that. That's just an assumption.
Blah. I just want the suits. What's up, Logic? How are you? He's doing
so much, man. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, man. So we have already done like what we've all been playing. So what have you been playing?
Nothing much. It's been fairly quiet here. We had my company's ISO 9001 surveillance audit this week, so my apologies for being late. It's been some very early days and very late evenings. So, but the time I have had on the side, I've just been playing Call of Duty and Forza Horizon 6. And not really much of anything else because I've had to, whatever I've had time to play, it's had to be something that I could just jump in and jump right out of.
Okay. Hey, that's one thing I do love about 14, which is what I've been playing. I can get on, I can play 20, 30 minutes, and I can hop right off, and I've completed 2 main story quests, and I've maybe leveled up and found a gear item or something, or like a weapon item or something like that. And so I fully understand that. It's... sometimes getting 20, 30 minutes is all you get, and it's nice to have games like that.
Yeah, it's not a very big deal for. I mean, I know it's an accomplishment that lots of people are able to do, but I did hit Prestige Master in Call of Duty this week. Dude. So
I usually don't Call of Duty since like World at War. I think it was the last one I did. So good job.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I usually don't. I play it, but I mean it sounds like I play it a lot, but the truth is that usually I jump on and play for like a block of time, and then I eventually fall off of the season and don't get back to it. So I typically don't grind it as consistently as I have this year. But yeah, I was finally able to spend some time with one release to get that done. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
excited for the next Call of Duty.
It's interesting. This has always been interesting, right? Because I have had this struggle with live service games. Like there was a time where, much like everybody else, like I refused to play them, like just did not play them at all. And then it was while I was live streaming a lot, and like, of course, every other live streamer around me, that's what they played, right? Was like the live service stuff. So it wasn't via like the Call of Duty stuff and the shooters. It was actually because of Star Citizen. And we had been talking about it on my podcast enough to keep going with friends I've been podcasting with for almost 20 years. And, yet another one of these stories came around that like, they had, Star Citizen passes like some $1 million, right, in funding.
Yeah.
And we were talking about it. And finally, with my co-host, I said, look, guys, if we're going to keep throwing shade at Star Citizen, like one of us has got to go like deep undercover and actually like get into the game and participate in the community and like figure out like what's really going on. Right. So
I was about to throw shade at it. Sorry.
No, I mean, the shade at it is appropriate. But we had been throwing shade at it for years, but none of us had actually actually played it or hung out in the community or anything. I was like, there's got to be something going on here. Like, there's no way that it's amassed this much money and everyone.
I'm convinced it is a Ponzi scheme. That's just my opinion.
It's a weird thing. I won't get it. That is a super deep topic, so I won't get it. So
yes.
At any
no,
rate,
I know. Yeah.
Because I brought the topic up. Of course, the guy said, well, Logic, you should do it. So I went into it, and it's kind of like the story of what was that? Enate, I'm thinking what was the In Too Deep, right? Isn't that the movie with LL Cool J and Lorenzo Tate about like Tate goes undercover like into this drug ring and then winds up like anyway, it's sort of like it's sort of like the Fast and the Furious, the first movie, right, with Paul Walker. So Paul Walker, of course, goes undercover like to investigate this car ring, and then he winds up like becoming a. So it's kind of like that. So I go in, like I'm checking this thing out, and before you know it, I'm there like a year, right, playing the game, and that's actually what I spent my whole time live streaming. So at any rate, I eventually decided I was going to get out of it, but during that time, I became enamored with like the live service stuff. So. That is when, like, at the end of that year is when I started like playing Call of Duty again after like 10 years of not playing it. So,
man, hey,
so I was reading this comment about GTA.
Master Prestige is what, 20 Prestige? Is that right? Like prestiging 20 times?
It's well, if you went to like level 1000 within Prestige Master, so you get Prestige Master the first time. It's actually, I think it's 11 times technically that you've prestiged. And then from there you can prestige another 10 times.
Jesus Christ.
Fudge my life. Back on Black Ops 3. That's hard to say. I had prestiged, I think, like 5 or 6 times my SMG, and that thing was my favorite gun because the SMG made up for my lack of quickness. Because it fired so fast that a lot of times I'd still get the kill, even if I was second on trigger. I loved that gun. But that was my prestige claim to fame. It was getting that thing up to like level 5, I think, because it changed. You got a different emblem every time you prestiged it, right? Like different ranks, right?
From what I remember, but it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. So you have two different things. You have prestige. You have prestige. Like yourself as your level, and that's what the prestige master thing is in reference to.
Yeah,
but
that's
then
what I thought.
But then each weapon can also be leveled, and it has and now it has their own like prestige rank. So each weapon can be leveled, can be prestige like 3 times, I think.
Okay.
And then you get progressive unlocks right as you proceed through each prestige level. So, but yeah, so I have like a number of weapons that I've. I'm in various stages of prestige and some that I've maxed on. But the prestige master thing that I'm talking about is I personally myself have gone through level XP like 11 times. So yeah.
Nice.
That's really cool.
I don't want to go too deep into this, but I'm seeing this GTA comment.
Nope.
I said I want to just quickly.
We're not.
One point. I'm not going to comment on it otherwise because he's just misinformed. I know he's just misinformed about his information. He's like, it looks a certain way.
30
that
seconds
build is 3 years old. Done.
Okay. Build is 3 years old. Play the game when it comes out, or don't play it when it comes out.
Yes.
Now, moving on. So,
Yes.
we have franchises, we have picks, we have orders of operation here. So, this is going to be a snake draft. I did not have time to find I think it was the Sports Center soundbite, the dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, or it would have played between every single pick. But I couldn't find that. I did really well to set up the screen the way it is right now because I have like 3 different windows open to make this work. 4 actually, technically. So I know there's probably a cleaner way to do what I'm doing right now, but the clunky way is working. Josh actually pulled round 1, pick 1. Of course he did. Logic is pick 2. I am pick 3. Enate is pick 4. But Enate, because we are doing a snake draft, you will also get pick 5. So you can see the picks out in front of you. And as we pick them, I will probably play a trailer or 2. And if there's any kind of pushback, feedback, what have you, we can discuss that. But mainly it's going to be, hey, why did you pick this? And yeah, just basically gush about the franchises that we love. This is essentially what we're doing tonight. Really fun night tonight. And so, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Let's go with...
So I do have one comment and one question. So,
okay.
And of course, it's totally arrogant of me to be asking because I'm the one who's late. But I'm also hoping that that we get through in time to also discuss the things we didn't pick that didn't make the list.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Because I think there's an interesting story there too. But
yeah.
We've said a couple of them already, but yeah.
Yeah, if we get time to do that, yes. I have not set a timer for this one as like a hard set timer. If the next one we do, because this is going to end up being a series, if the next one that gets done on the channel, if I'm like, oh no, we need a timer because the last one. So we're kind of the ones who are setting the tone for what's going to happen at the next ones of these. And
I got about 3 hours. So yeah.
Yeah, like I don't have 3 hours. I have about 2, so we should hurry.
Okay.
All right, so pick 1, round 1. Sorry, Logic. Did you have any other questions? Anybody else have any questions? Anything like that?
Something else, yeah.
No. If I have any questions, I'll ask them along the way.
Okay. Also, hey, I do want to clarify something. There are certain franchises, like if somebody said, this is not from me, but I have some franchises here. Like if somebody says Lego, that does include
that's
Lego.
Too broad.
Well, no, I'm actually going to go the opposite. That does include Lego Past, Lego Present, Lego Future.
Sure.
If somebody says something like Middle Earth, I may want you to define what you mean. Like, just because those have not all really been with the same studio or even under the same banner. Sometimes they were under Middle Earth Studios. Sometimes they were this or that. And so Warner Brothers has generally owned the video game property for that. But it's not... I don't know. For me, I'd want some clarification. Like, where are we going with that? But for the most part, it will all be self-explanatory. So, Josh, with pick 1, round 1, break my heart, sir.
Yes. Well, obviously, I have to break your heart and pick my heroine that is Final Fantasy.
Fuck.
I knew that was exactly what you were talking about. Yes, of course, that's going to happen.
No.
Mainly because it's like
so
gaming
sad.
forever, and I'm like, Final Fantasy is so broad. I couldn't think of a broader thing to be like this. Like, and I also love Dissidia. I love Theater Rhythm. Like, it's my jam. Like, I literally probably could never play another game and only play Final Fantasy forever, and I would be content. Like, I love Final Fantasy that much. And yes, I have gripes with some of them, but mainly I could just go forever on any of them.
Yeah.
And I'd be pretty damn set. And especially 14 and 11, I think I'd be set for life.
You make me
That's just my opinion, though. Yeah, I know.
Dang.
You knew I was going to do that too, so.
I did. That bothers me. That is literally number 1 on my list now getting crossed off. You suck so bad. Okay.
And I knew you were going to do it, so I was like, lucky I pulled number 1.
I know. It really was my pick. I was hoping you would go... I was hoping you would go with something different.
I did think about it, but everything kept coming back to it.
Yeah, but that frustrates me because you like both of them and I only like one of them. to that level. So, anyways, that's a great pick. Oh, you frustrate me with that. All right, Logic, pick 2. What you got, man?
Well, I anticipate that I may also be about to break your heart.
You better not.
Thrifty.
You better freaking not.
We talked about that.
He is gonna.
So the interesting thing, and I'm very interested to hear these stories. So the interesting thing is, so there's things in here that of course are all about like what you love, right? About what each of us loves about video games.
Yeah, sure.
What is super interesting, of course, is the tactics for tonight.
Yeah.
Because then it also became how you sequence them and which ones you call for out of the card deck first, right? And so, of course, going through this, right, I kind of went through a lot of my picks wound up being genre picks, and in some cases, some of them are representatives of a given genre because, for me, although I know it's not necessarily part of the rule set. For me, I was kind of thinking, for this scenario, well, if I want to play like this genre, but like what's actually my favorite in this genre is a thing that has dead ended, right? There's no, like, the studio's not making anymore. Like there's no future to it. So this pick is not necessarily my favorite thing in this particular genre, but it is the only real ongoing franchise and series that we're getting sequels for. And because I highly suspected that somebody else on the panel might pick it, I've got to drop it first.
Go ahead.
And so that franchise is Ace Combat.
Oh, you suck! That is not what I thought you were doing.
I knew that's what he was going to do.
Oh, you suck!
Sorry, I do apologize.
The minute he said he's breaking your heart, I was like, it's Ace Combat.
Well, no, because there's 2 that he could have done, and you suck so bad, man. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Well, I won't make you out the other one now, but I am curious what you think the other one was that I could have picked. Because so I wanted to pick something that was in like the flight sim category because I do love flight sims, but there's nothing like, and I do specifically like combat flight simulators.
Why couldn't you have taken like Forza or something, like some genre that I can't stand?
Yeah, those could have been possible choices, but but like the flight sims, like the really great flight. I mean, an Ace Combat is a great flight sim, but it's a sim light, right, in comparison to some of the deeper ones that I like.
That's true.
But none of the deeper ones have any, like, I could have picked Digital Combat Simulator, but that's not really a franchise, but it has like a bajillion like plugins and modules and stuff that people are making for it. But like I said, I felt I wanted to pick something that had like some continuing life to it, because in this scenario, I was like, okay, if you pick a franchise and you're only going to play those 4 for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Right.
I want new games coming to that franchise, right? So yeah. So my apologies, Thrifty. It's fine. It's super interesting that the B-roll you're showing on the stream right now is Ace Combat.
No. That's because you picked it. That's where the
okay.
Where the picks are
you were
going.
queuing him up. Okay, gotcha.
Yep, I am trying to do all of this live in living color, as it were. Okay, so that moves to me. Pick number 3. I can't stand either one of y'all right now.
Worth it.
I was so dead set that you were going to take this other one that I had at my number 2, that I had already ruined it at number 2. And was like, no, I'm not going to get that. That's not even that good, blah, blah, blah. It's this and that. Like, I was literally talking myself out of this pick, and now I have to go with this pick. And honestly, it's going to be Assassin's Creed. I love
That's a good one.
Like 12 of the games. And
I read the fucking books. Like, I didn't think about it before.
And so it's one of those franchises, like, it's like what Logic said. I looked at what franchises are still being made, or if they are good enough, what franchises are good enough that are not being made anymore, right? Like, I have a couple franchises on here that are no longer being made or not being made at a pace that's worthy of anything. But they're so good that even that back catalog is enough. This, though...
That Assassin's Creed Hexe looks fucking awesome. I can't wait to see like a better explanation of that. That sounds so cool.
I put my money where my mouth is. I love Assassin's Creed, and I want it to be better than what it has been as of the past 3 games. The 3 mainline games, not including the
I wouldn't call
smaller
Mirage a
one,
mainline.
It was they themselves said it was a smaller Assassin's Creed title.
I know,
I'm not
yeah.
like that. I'm just going with what they said. But like that game is closer to what I want from Assassin's Creed. I think they still missed it a little bit, but it's closer to what I want. And I think it blends it blended really well. I think the vibe of the Syndicate era of Final Fantasy, of Assassin's Creed with
Syndicate is probably my favorite Assassin's Creed.
Syndicate really good. I really like Jacob and Evie.
Yeah.
But also the first games in that, the first, like I said, 9 games of that series, I think, are phenomenal. Every single one. I love the American Revolution one. It's probably
3.
3 was so good. I really loved 3.
How 3, Black Flag, Unity, and Rogue all go together is really cool as well. Like just outside of the thing.
They're so good, and I bag on the series now, but I don't want to lose access to the series before.
The Black Flag Resynced is pretty damn good too. I got the platinum in that. Like
that was the other thing. If they're gonna start, putting these in a, what am I trying to say? If they're gonna start putting these things in remakes, remasters, and stuff like that, then
I think one needs a remake,
kind of excited for that. You know what I mean? Because that's really good. But that's my pick. Nate, how about you, sir?
Oh, your image shifted, by the way.
I know. I got it.
Okay.
It's back now.
Yes, I noticed.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's yours?
I should just take what I know is at least on 2 of y'all's list.
Listen, bro. Defensively draft this stuff. Let's go.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about stuff that's still going, or long running franchises. Because some of my franchises I know are safe because y'all don't love them enough for that. So.
I know of one that you would want that I'm not sure if you like enough to want. That's my problem with it.
Yeah, there's a lot, and like you said, some of these are kind of dead ends, and some of these are maybes, right? Like you don't know if they're gonna continue.
Yeah.
But also, if I don't pick this one that I was gonna pick first, I'm gonna miss like my top game of all time.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're taking Suikoden?
So, no.
Oh,
so
no.
I'm taking the Xeno series.
Ooh, nice.
Xeno. Oh, that's right. That's right.
That was on my list, but so yeah, you did get that.
So.
That would have been on my list.
Yeah, because Xenogears is my favorite game of all time. The franchise is still going. One of my most anticipated titles of next year is Xeno, the Xenoblade Genesis, which looks incredible. I have 1, 2, and 3, and all the DLC. Played all of them, replayed all of them. It's a massive series, and then of course Xenosaga, which I was also a major fan of. It's just a long-running franchise that looks like it's going to go probably for a very long time.
Did you see the rumor that Nintendo apparently got the franchise?
I did.
I don't know if that ever was properly announced, but I did see it was floating around as a rumor. So
yeah, it was a rumor. I'm hoping it's true. I mean, although Nintendo's not, I don't want it to be trapped on Nintendo, but nobody else is doing anything with it. So
and this does look good.
Yeah. I'm really hoping that they get it, because then that means they can remake and remaster some of the older titles. So yeah, I'm hoping it's really true. But yeah, the Xeno series, 100% for me. Like I said, Xenogears has been my #1 favorite game since I played it in 1998 when I picked it off of a shelf in Kmart, and it's been that game forever.
Man.
But yeah, that is my pick.
All right. Well, you are up again with pick number 5.
Oh, you go backwards.
Snake draft. Yeah.
Like
so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah.
That's dirty, because now I can.
I know.
Ooh. Yeah,
Literally,
I mean,
Logic and I are at your mercy.
I already know what's on both of y'all's list right now.
No, you don't. You probably
Oh, I
do.
do. Oh, yes, I do. Because Logic's a recent fan, and so are you. But then again, Logic does have a wide range, so he may not actually pick it. He does really like it, but he may not pick it.
Uh-huh.
Um, but you know what? I'm gonna give y'all a freebie because I know none of you guys are gonna pick this anyway. You took Assassin's Creed. Um,
I
I
took
love it. I
Assassin's Creed
love.
because I figured you and Innate were gonna take it, or you and Logic were gonna take it, and so I was like,
Oh
I
yeah, I mean,
gotta get this
I'm a
thing
huge
out of the
Assassin's
way.
Creed fan.
Like I got.
Yeah,
like,
I mean that's what Morgan was saying in the chat when you picked it because Assassin's Creed is like I've played that since the very first one. I've played all of them.
Yes.
Yeah, I got the collector's edition
Um,
#1. That's great.
and like I love Mass Effect, and I want to say that, but it's
Ooh,
essentially
that's a good one.
dead
Yeah,
That's why I
now
didn't. Yeah.
because
that's disappointing.
yeah, it's disappointing. So that's the main reason why I wouldn't pick it.
Uh,
So I'm gonna leave the other one alone, which I know you guys are gonna get because I know I'm not the biggest fan. I've only played 2 in the franchise so far. I'm not the biggest fan of it yet, but it is up there for me. Um, so I'm gonna say GTA.
Ooh, that's a good one
oh.
because that was on
Yeah,
my list too.
Okay.
yeah,
Damn.
Time for the stream to
because
get some views.
because we're
Yeah,
talking about what would you play
yeah.
forever,
GTA is
you
such a
know.
good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, GTA is so diverse. It has a ton going
Yep.
on. And I'm actually a fan of the online. Like I played the online for years and they
I want
keep
to get into the
updating it.
online.
Yeah, man, you should I'm telling you, no time like the present when 6
I
drops.
know.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, some of the stuff that we did in the beginning, I'm still living off that money.
I would like to
So,
platinum
yeah.
5, but the online's what's stopping me.
Okay, yeah, that's understandable. I feel like you'll be more reasonable to do it if you start with the new one.
No, I
So
know
I think
that.
I'm telling you, yeah, when you
It's just
jump
because
in
like I
from
have
the
the
beginning,
platinum
it's
in
gonna be
like
fun.
3 San Andreas and all that sort of shit. I have all them, and then I've
Ah.
almost got the one in 4. So
Hey,
That
yeah,
makes
you
sense.
know what? That wasn't on my list. Nowhere, no way, no how. So I am
Oh, I know.
so glad you took
I
that.
I gave you a freebie because the
You,
one I was
yeah.
going to take was definitely on one of y'all's list.
I'm gonna leave it there though, because there's two of
Matter of
those.
fact, I'll text it to Morgan,
Uh-huh.
I
and
think
then
I've got
when one of y'all says it,
Uh-huh.
she'll say, "Yep, that was it" in the chat. So
Okay.
I think I've got 2 safe
yeah.
ones, but we'll
Okay.
see.
All right. So I am up next with pick 6. All right. Let's do the NFL reference of a pick 6. Let's see if I can intercept this thing out of the air from somebody. I am gonna go ahead and take a franchise that is very near and dear to my heart. It's a franchise that my dad and I used to play together, and if I didn't grab that, I would really be kicking myself because it's something that I have played every single title of, even the mobile
Crash
crap.
Bandicoot.
God no, even the
All right,
mobile
he's about to
title.
say something Nintendo.
No, I've even played the mobile
Ooh.
title of it. But here we go. Here is my pick number 6. Da 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 da
Da-na-na.
Diablo.
Ooh,
I am going to
I wouldn't
take.
have picked that,
Okay,
but yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
I wouldn't have picked that.
But
So
yeah, I know
yeah,
how much you like Diablo, so yeah.
So Diablo. Yep. RPG 88. Hero Down Under. Way to go. Way to go. Yeah, that it's a franchise that just has a very special place to me. It's if Final Fantasy's what let me escape into a world to get away from fighting and arguing and hearing just crap go on in the neighborhood and stuff like that, then Diablo is the game that helped me connect to my dad. So like that game is phenomenal and it had to be on my top 4. Don't think anybody else is going to take it. And so just wanted to put it up there pretty high since literally 1, 2, and 3 of my picks that were all interchangeable at number 1 got picked in the first freaking round by very evil people. Speaking of that, Logic, it is now your turn.
Well, I have to congratulate you. Well played. Diablo was on my list,
Yes!
and I actually didn't expect you to pick it. And you and I have just never. I guess we've just never had an occasion to talk about Diablo, so I didn't realize you were as huge a fan.
We've talked about it once because you've actually talked about how you were the one who mentioned that the Vessel of Hatred actually came with new story content.
Okay.
Yeah, so we talked about it one time.
Okay. And a good pick on Assassin's Creed. It's like I said, the story of how we all came to these. I'm kind of fascinated by. I now realized I had so I've been building my list over like several days. Like I would think about it, for 10 or 15 minutes here or there, and I would put like some games down on a list, and then I would go back to it. And I realize now, I had said at one point when I didn't have my phone in my hand, put this game on the list because I see the game above it, the franchise above it that I was thinking about at the same time. And then I'm looking at the list. I'm like, oh crap! I didn't remember when I did get my phone to put it. So that was Assassin's Creed. There were 2 or 3 games I was thinking at the time, and I actually forgot to put Assassin's Creed on the thing, which I feel really bummed about.
I saw the thumbnail.
Well, and I feel really bummed about because it maybe Enate is the same way. I don't know, but like I actually enjoy all of these. So I enjoy both the more classic, more linear thing, but I also enjoy all the open world ones. And actually now I kind of like it that you can go back and forth right between the two formats. So
I like that idea.
But such is the case. My next pick is I am very fortunate that no one else has grabbed this one, and I wonder if it's because this franchise, people didn't think that it fit into the paradigm for the types of picks that we're making. And so I've been holding my breath. I couldn't pick this first because I was like, I got to pick Ace Combat first. I got to harpoon that one because otherwise Thrifty will get it.
Yes, I was.
But this one I felt a little safer because I felt this one was a little bit of a. It's kind of like a deer in tall grass. It's like it's there, but you're not. You don't have a full gun sight line to it. But my second pick is, and I don't really know what to call it because I don't think they've actually named it as a franchise yet.
I know what you're
saying. But I'm just going to call it Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Yeah,
okay.
It's 33.
Okay. So it was either going to be you or me. I was saving it for my 4th round because there's one game in the series. That's the only reason.
I haven't played it, so it's not on my list.
But it was literally in my 4th round at the very bottom of the list going, okay, if all of the rest of the stuff has been picked, then this is going to be there. Good pick. Good pick.
Is that Enate? So Enate is saying haha in the chat. Enate, is that the game you texted to Morgan?
Enate?
It might be about we teamed up on him that he's laughing about.
Yeah, okay. All right.
No.
So
I have a feeling I know exactly what he had messaged to Morgan. And it's one of 2 franchises, and I don't know exactly which one it is. But it's one of 2 franchises. And I'm going to let Morgan be the keeper of all this shit. So, Morgan, you're about to get a message from me as well. Because I am going to show you what I have on my list. And it's one of these 2, I believe. And it's the 2 in the middle of the page right there. Okay. So, Claire Obscure, is that because you're hoping that they keep it going, or because you've already been told they are?
Haven't they said they are?
Yeah, because they've said that they are. So
okay,
yeah.
All right. Well, Expedition 33, Claire Obscure. So far, Logic gets to play a swath of fighter pilot combat games and Expedition 33, but he will be getting a couple more games soon. All right, let's go. Josh, you have pick 8 and pick 9, so keep that in your mind.
So I was like, one of these games I have to get because I don't think anyone's going to have it on their list. But then the other one, I was like, I think people are going to have it on their list, and I think Nate might. So I was like, that's the plan here. So for number, what are we on, 8? I'll say Resident Evil because I fucking love those games.
I knew you were going to pick Resident Evil.
Yeah. Yes, I was going to say, the problem I have with Resident Evil currently is that they come out at the same time as Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts, and that pisses me off because I want to play all of them, and I don't have the time to do that when they come out. But I normally can get the speed runs down pretty quick for Resident Evil, so great. I didn't think anyone here was going to have that, so unless I'm wrong.
I
I
almost
was pretty
hate
sure
picked
no one was
it.
going to have Resident Evil.
I
Yeah.
almost hate picked it just to screw with you because I figured you were going to take.
Yes.
Once I saw the polling and the seating, I was like, "This is stupid.
Yeah.
He's just going to take Final Fantasy. I know he's going to. You know what? F it. I'll take RE because I know he's going to want RE." And like I just once I saw Ace Combat go so quick, and then Assassin's Creed was off the board, I was like, I can't. I can't risk it.
You could have.
No, because I couldn't risk Assassin's Creed going to Enate twice in a row. Like,
to be fair, if you had picked Resident Evil, I would have picked Assassin's Creed.
That's really funny.
I would have come back to Assassin's Creed, but it seems like Logic would have probably had that too.
All right, pick 9. What you got?
What am I on 9? For 9, because I think Nate might have it, I'd go Persona.
Oh.
Just because it wasn't. This is more a tactical pick, because I think Nate would have picked it up. That's just a guess, though, because I know he likes Persona a lot. So, and I like Persona a lot. So,
okay.
And all the remakes and all the stuff they're doing is fucking awesome. So, I don't think there's been a better time to be a Persona fan than now. And yeah, like I came in like PS2, so yeah, it's pretty great.
Yeah, y'all got tons of stuff coming up. Persona 6 just got announced. They're doing all the remasters.
I know, it looks so cool. And yeah, I can't wait for the 4 remaster because 4 is my favorite. So
the JRPGs will make you want to be playing like children for the rest of your life. And
yeah,
with Persona, you can do just that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
You can even maintain a high school schedule.
Yep, I can live out forever. Yep, day to day, like The Sims.
Josh's one request when he dies is to be transported into a Persona game. Just write his character.
How crazy would that be? Like, I want to be in 4, like in a bar. Like that town is so fucking nice.
All right,
but then I know I'd get killed in the fucking TV. So.
Okay, so far, look at the board, guys. Look at this. We have Final Fantasy, Ace Combat, Assassin's Creed, the Xeno series, Grand Theft Auto, Diablo, Clair Obscur, Resident Evil, and Persona. That's pretty. That's some bangers. That's a pretty solid library that we have made up between the 4 of us, and we are not done. If you could, though, please hit that like button. I'm already seeing some things about this that could be different, could be done better next time. Thank y'all for being here for this one. Hit the like button. Let's subscribe. Do all those things. Yeah, and share this out for me. Okay, so Logic on pick number 10. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. What you got?
So, again, the tactics.
Because
this is an audible that I'm being forced to call because of your pick of Diablo.
Oh no!
But
oh no!
which was a game that I picked because I wanted a looter game to be on my list.
Yes, me too. Like, yes.
Because I was like a looter game is a type of game that you can kind of play forever, right? Because it always unfolds differently, and the loot drops are always different. But my other pick that's remaining, I have several options for selecting multiple franchises that are representative of a genre that I would like to be able to play in my Mount Rushmore, playing games in the retirement home kind of scenario.
That's right.
And in shifting to this audible, there's other franchises that are more forever games that I would honestly be more interested in playing, but none of them have any individual title where I want to raise it up to the level of Mount Rushmore. Like they're more like utility franchises.
What franchise is he talking about? Help me out. RPG, you said Borderlands. I'm putting what I think he's talking about in the chat right now, but keep going, Logic.
So I'm gonna make this pick, which I'm making because it's an audible. There's elements of making this pick that I don't like, but I am gonna make it. It is the Uncharted franchise.
Didn't even think of that.
Okay. I was not expecting that from you in the slightest.
God, I hope they continue Uncharted.
Oh my goodness. I was Uncharted.
That's a good one.
Really?
Yeah, and so in making this pick, this is not my looter pick, right?
No, but is this defensive?
No, it's not defensive. It's because I'm being forced to consider my list of alternatives. And as I'm looking at my list of alternatives, they're all things which are really good forever picks, but like there's no one title amongst them that I'm like they're all very very utilitarian like titles like that I like, but like they don't have that gravitas of like people feeling like you're, because this, it's weird, like, because the rule set of this list is it leans towards sort of kind of maybe being your favorite franchises of all time, but there are caveats to that.
Yeah.
Right. So for that reason, I'm going after a game that leans more in the direction of it's because it's like one of my favorite franchises of all time versus like it's truly like the most well suited like utilitarian game or utility game, right, to play forever.
Wow.
If they, spoiler, continue with Cassie, like that's gonna be fucking awesome.
So
I love Uncharted.
Unless Enate picks both of my pick 4 is secure. Unless Enate screws me twice in a row, which he might.
I know my pick 4 is secure because no one's gonna pick that. So.
I now have to follow kind of what Logic did because it really is in on the top of my list, and it's still there. So I have to take it. And it's a game series that has been that literally, in my opinion, between it and Last of Us, saved the PS3. And that's God of War.
Little Big Planet.
I am taking the God of War franchise.
You right though. You right though, Josh. I had to tell you was right on that because that game really did save PS3. But
Little Big Planet.
I'm dead, bro. Okay, look, I don't want to jump on your moment, but bro, Little Big Planet was the moment. I was the only person with a PS3, and my friends all had 360s, and they were all begging me to spend the night all the time so we could play Little Big Planet.
Yeah,
all the time. And then they all got one, and from there it took off. And then it was the like Logic was saying, Uncharted, all the other stuff, and God of Wars and stuff kind of brought people and kept it going. But Little Big Planet was like the oh my god, I gotta have one of those things. So yeah,
Little Big Planet karting is also really really good. If you haven't played that one.
So the God of War, especially with what they're doing, this does come into the whole. I know the next game is already coming out, and they already have the next one planned after that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm good for those.
That's a good one.
1, 2, and 3 are classic, and there's been one of them that I've never been able to play, and that's Chains of Sparta. That was the PSP title. Or the Vita title, or whatever.
No, because you just mixed up two games. There's Chains of Olympus and Ghost of Sparta.
That's it. Those two. I haven't played those two because they came on the handhelds, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It's on PSP, yes.
Yep. And so that also gives me access to two things that I've not ever played before, which is kind of cool. It's a way to go back, revisit the past, revisit the franchise, and all of that.
Ghost of Sparta is really good.
Also, God of War was literally the first game I had ever platinumed, God of War Ragnarok.
Nice.
And so I did all the Muspelheim trials. I did all of that. I beat the Raven Queen. Everything. I did it all. I couldn't stop. The combat in the new set of the new series is so freaking good. I can play that game almost like it's Spider-Man, which between my two kind of action-y, story-driven franchises that I was debating between, it was Spider-Man and God of War. And only one of them can make the list. And, I've talked about many times before.
I thought you were going to pick Spider-Man.
Well, and it's one of those games that I can just go in and the web swinging is so good. The combat is so good. Like, I can play 20, 30 minutes of it, feel very satisfied about what I've done, and hop off.
Because you mentioned it, I do have a quick question for everyone. Do you know what your first platinum was? Or, 100% achievements? Like anyone else?
Mine was 2 years ago, so I got you.
Because yours is God of War. Mine's Call of Duty Black Ops.
Oh, sick!
So Thrifty, I don't want to step on your moment, but one thing I do want to say is this sequence in Uncharted, very much part of the reason why I picked this, because this bleeds then into the motorcycle race with motorcycle chase with Tommy, right? Yeah, this is. Yep. This is just such an incredible. It feels so much like a modern take of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade and the motorcycle scene with Indy and his dad.
Yeah.
That it's there's and then it's also interesting that you mentioned Spider-Man, because Spider-Man is also a thing that I'm like, well, that's really more of a forever game, and it is absolutely one of my favorite, like that, especially Miles Morales.
Yes.
Like, I really love playing as Miles in both Miles and Spider-Man 2.
I've beaten Miles Morales three times because it's 20 hours.
I don't want to spoil. I kind of don't want to spoil Spider-Man 2, but it's been a couple of years. Do we think that like most of Spider-Man 3 is just Miles?
If I had my choice, I would put Peter and Mary Jane in a box and ship that box halfway across the country and drop them in a remote part of Tahiti and never see them ever again. But that's just me.
Because I think most of it will just be Miles, personally.
I'm not a huge fan of what Insomniac did to Peter's character and the way he looks and the way he acts like a little twat. So
I don't particularly care. I think because of the way the story is, I think most of it's going to be just Miles, and then Peter's going to show up. Just
like come in at the end. All right. Yeah. So we have Uncharted and God of War. Enate, I know, is not going to follow the PlayStation line on this one. So Enate, what is your pick 12, sir?
Yeah, I'm definitely not following the PlayStation line on that one. Yeah, especially because, see, now that he took Persona.
Oh.
Yeah, I had a feeling you'd take it if I didn't.
See,
that was the plan.
Now I feel like I got to take the other one. So now the whole defensive strategy thing. See, I could have waited on GTA because none of y'all were gonna most likely pick that.
Nope.
So
it was one of my runners up.
Yeah. So I could have took Persona on my first round for my.
I thought you were going to. That's why I had to grab it.
Yeah. No. Yeah, that was a safe bet. Honestly. This is tough. You guys make this is tough.
You got 2 picks in a row though, remember.
Yeah, you do have 2.
So I'm gonna say one that, I mean, honestly, I don't think you guys would pick. And I've played this game for years and years and years and years, and it's probably gonna go on forever. And I know they're making another one, and I can mod them to hell and back and all this other stuff. So my other pick is gonna be that's tough. I'm gonna say the Fallout franchise.
Oh, whoa!
You can have it. I don't want. Oh God!
Whoa!
I don't want to talk about Fallout.
Okay. So, explain that one. Like, you don't not like explain it like it's a bad pick or like you're wrong for it, but that's confusing to me. So,
I mean, I have about, that's because you don't know. I have about 4,000 or 5,000 hours in Fallout over the years. Yeah, I have a metric ton, and it's largely because, like I said, of the fact that you can mod it and change it entirely. Like, you can literally just go all over the place with this one. Like, it is something where I have played Fallout 3 probably, and this is also a product of Mass Effect being dead, right? Because like if Mass Effect wasn't, and I was confident in the new, like Mass Effect would definitely be on this list. But Fallout is gonna continue. I played 3 was such a big moment for me in my history. New Vegas was amazing. I've probably played Fallout 4 through probably 20 plus times at this point. Not to mention all the other, like I said, modded playthroughs I have where like the game completely changes. Like it's something else entirely. There are some other picks, like I said, but the franchises are kind of younger. And it's like you don't know, I guess, where they're going to go. Like, you're excited for the future of those franchises and stuff, but it's like Fallout has such a history for me with the remasters and remakes or whatever coming. I'm confident in what they're going to do with it in the future.
Wait. You're confident in current Bethesda?
I'm not confident in them at all.
With what they're going to do with it in the future?
No.
Absolutely.
Oh, my God. I don't know how you can have that confidence.
I know. Because everybody's thinking about Starfield. So,
no, I think Fallout has sucked since 4, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, see, I'm not one of those people that disliked 4.
I get that. That's fine.
That makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
So, yeah, I absolutely loved 4.
Well, here's the deal. Like,
Um,
this isn't the Johnny Manziel pick where we're all like, "Oh, that's gonna go like that's gonna be terrible." At least you still have Fallout, Fallout 2, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
Like, you still have
New Vegas is the
heaters
best Fallout
in
my
that
opinion.
franchise. Like, so it's not like it's awful. I just hated Fallout 76, and I didn't even touch Fallout 4. And so, yeah, I mean, that's
yeah, I don't even like 76. Like, but I don't claim that a lot. Like, I don't
No.
claim I don't claim Andromeda and Mass Effect.
Yeah,
Like, that just never
facts.
happened.
Nobody
Yeah.
who says I love Mass Effect is including the fourth one. Nobody. Like,
Yeah, not at all.
that's-
Um,
wow. Okay. All right. So what's your pick
Yeah, I know.
13 then?
I know that. I mean, that I had
Unlucky
to I had to
13.
I had to do that. Um, but yeah, Morgan is a Bethesda hater for the record. So
So am I.
Oh, so am
you
I.
know,
This man. Oh,
Yeah.
she said this man be sucking on BS. I don't know if that means ball sack or bullshit, but it means one of them.
Bethesda
When it
Studios.
comes to
Yeah, it is
Bethesda,
bullshit.
he's got blinders on. Todd is gonna hurt this man. Hey, listen, it happens. It happens. All right. What? Jeez, not at all. But so I sent. Okay. You're not done yet. Pick 13.
So the problem is, like I said, if we were picking favorite franchises, right, that'd be one thing. But we're
Yeah.
picking things that we feel are also going to continue, and some of those I'm confident in them continuing, but not very much far beyond their next iteration,
Okay.
right?
Sure.
So that's kind of the problem with some of my other picks that are some of my favorites. Um, so, yeah, when I think back, and then like I said, you took the other one, so I gotta have a turn-based franchise and
Okay.
one that's still continuing. So I am going to take the Trails of Cold Steel or Trails series
Ooh.
entirely.
You
So,
ass.
oh, I know, I
I'm
know,
feeling that beyond either yours or Thrifty's list.
oh, I know. I knew it was on somebody's list.
I had it
Yeah,
in the
you can
wings.
put the Trail series, yeah, Trails of series, yeah.
You
That
little
series is
shit.
absolutely massive. And unlike a lot of fans, I've actually played the OG ones because to be fair, they weren't available in a lot of places.
Morgan just confirmed. That's the picture I sent. That was one of the two.
Yeah, well, no, that's what I texted her when I said one of you guys were gonna pick it. That's what I texted her, and then I was like, well, when he picked Persona, that kind of threw it off. So I was like, all right, so there's no way, Mr. JRPG himself is coming out of this without a turn-based franchise, sir.
That's fair.
So
Yeah.
yeah, and I was like, who else is gonna be there, right? Like he took Final Fantasy off the jump, like,
Yeah.
and we know where they're going these days. So that's like a whole thing.
Yeah.
I will say my biggest surprise pick though, it would have been Diablo from you, because like as much as you play it, like I know people who are just like seem just way bigger fans of that franchise than you do. Not that you're not a fan, but like I know people who are overtly insane about Diablo. But my actual surprise was Logic picking Claire Obscure because I didn't consider it because of
Only one game?
They haven't confirmed. Yeah, they haven't confirmed the sequel and stuff like that. But to be fair,
Got faith.
yeah, Claire Obscure has one of the few games that has actually changed my top 10, which almost never changes. So, like, I mean, it's up there. Like, it deserves that type of recognition. So, yeah, it was pretty funny that he picked that one. That is definitely my surprise pick out of everybody. Actually,
And
what? He surprised me twice with
just to be-
Uncharted as well.
Just to be
Yeah.
clear, too, my understanding is so they have not confirmed what the next game is, but they have
Yeah.
confirmed that the next game
Yeah.
is a game that follows
Yep.
that
It's in
fiction.
the same world or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense then.
I agree with Corey.
yeah.
The entire Trail series is diabolical AF, bro. Like that's.
I thought
God.
people would have taken like Tales of or something.
No, I actually only like Tales of Arise. I don't like
okay.
I don't like the rest of the Tales series.
I love Zillia personally.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Okay, so. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Uh. This
Yeah, what do you got?
This hurts so bad. First, let me. Oh no.
What?
Did you mess up the thing?
So no. Funny enough, the hardest thing for me to do right now is the last pick. All the rest of these up to this point were pretty simple auto picks. Got it. But now I'm looking at the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things I have on my list, and I'm sitting here going, "Holy crap! Which one?" Because that means I'm getting.
Pick, I already know what you're picking between. So.
No, you don't.
Go ahead. Oh yeah. Unless you're gonna pick something crazy like Zelda, but
I got something crazy. Don't worry.
Zelda's on my list, but it fell off because really, after A Link to the Past and Ocarina of Time, I fell off from Zelda, and I don't really care about the franchise that much anymore. But
Majora's Mask is fucking immaculate.
Yeah, blah. So, then I have. Oh my gosh! So we're talking about genres, right? So I'd feel amiss if I didn't get a JRPG of some sort on here, even if it's not turn-based.
You're going for Tales of.
Well, so maybe, but I'm also don't have a sports game, and I gravitate towards sports games about once a year, where I just dump 30, 40 hours into a create a character mode, and I go, whether it's MLB, Madden, 2K, whatever game I'm getting free that month from just having a PlayStation, like whatever they're giving away at the time.
Sure.
But
they do always give away at least one sports game a year.
Right. Like,
really interesting.
I played like 20 hours, I think, 15 hours, I think, of FIFA. Like, cool. It's a sports game. I like those type. And so, oh my gosh, this is hard. But there is one game that surprised the crap out of me. I'm very, as we've seen with the Diablo pick, I'm extremely sentimental when it comes to gaming and certain times in my life. And this channel was started with a review of a certain game. It was the very first video I ever did, and you can still watch it today and see my ugly face on that video. You'll understand why I don't do face videos anymore. But it is one of the best stories I've ever played, one of the best soundtracks, one of the best love stories. It is my, depending on the conversation and the time of day, it is my favorite JRPG ever. Because of the story and its presentation and the way it was done. And it has enough, like the Trails series, it has enough of a backlog with new stuff coming out that I think I'd be set. And they've already said they're going to keep the same art style from the last one going in the next one. And it is the Tales of series. And I am getting rid of so many amazing franchises by picking this one. But
good pick.
I need the great stories. I need the 100-hour experience. Those are things that are just core to me gaming. I love them, even though after I'm done with one, I'm like, all right, I need some 10-hour games right now. Like I need stuff that I can just get in and get out because I just ate an entire porterhouse over the last month and a half. Like I'm tired and I need to rest for a minute. But it is going to be the Tales of series. That's actually what I text Morgan. I text her that he was going to pick one of two. And it was either Trails or Tales. And I was like, he's going to pick one of the two because I know him and I both love the Tales.
I thought he would have done Tales.
I thought so too because Trails was great for me because I'm looking to start the series out right. And so this little jackass did that. But you know what? That's okay because I had to give up so many, and I can't wait to talk about them because I feel like a traitor to some of these franchises that I've spent so much more time and money with. But honestly, guys, the story of Alphon and Shion, the love story there, everything that they did, the way that they handled classism and racism in the game with such perfection. Like, it was awesome. Every single part of the game was amazing. Great storytelling, getting a point across without being overbearing. Like, it was so, so good. I absolutely loved it. It kept you guessing. It did the really cool thing that once you hit a certain spot, the opening cinematic, whenever you loaded into the game, changed, which made it feel like a fresh experience when you got back into it. It was awesome. And I own Tales of Berseria, Tales of Vesperia, Tales of Zestiria. I actually own all 3 of those, and
Nice.
I think that might be something that I play during December. Also, I am in the Beyond the Dawn DLC right now. So yeah, I love this game, and it's a story that I will play again. And you know, maybe when I revolt against the corpo like structure and say damn the man, save the empire, and I just start playing all games from my backlog, I'll go back and play this again. But God, it's such a good game, and it literally makes me want to give a shot to the rest of the franchise. And so I think that's the one I have to take. Logic, what about you, sir? What's your pick 15?
Well, I didn't pick a JRPG. The one I had under consideration from a franchise perspective was also Trails.
Yep.
Which I didn't pick.
Okay.
And the reason I would have picked it is because I've only played Trails Beyond the Horizon, but I mean, I put 100+ hours into Trails Beyond the Horizon, and there were things that I skipped and things. What's that?
I said you went ham on that when you were playing that. I was so surprised. You were committed.
I didn't play. I basically didn't play anything else while I was playing it.
That's awesome.
And there's stuff that I skipped and stuff that I pushed through, right? In terms of like skipping cutscenes or like tabbing through dialogue really quickly. So I mean, I know that there's even more content there. And so in the vein of like picking games that are forever games, you know, I had the Trails series on my list. And an RPG guessed it correctly. And I actually don't like your RPG 88 is close, but not exactly. And I did want to pick a racing game. I'm not happy. I'm not pleased about picking Forza because there are 2 other racing game series that I'm more emotionally tied to. Because I play lots of racing games, but I'm also a racing fan, and so one of the more interesting racing things that I'm not as big a racing fan these days as I used to be when I was younger. One of the big racing things, weird, strange niche racing things I got into was World Rally Racing.
Nice.
And I didn't even realize it until I walk through my own history like a couple of years ago. I did not realize that I had played every single game in the Dirt series since it started. And I think most people don't understand that franchise started in like 2002 or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was actually named, it used to be called Colin McRae's Dirt Racing before it really kind of transcended into the mainstream. And then of course, Colin McRae died like in 2007. I think he was 37 or 39 years old. And so he was a very well-known World Rally Racing champion. So that, you know, I was kind of impacted by, you know, somebody I had spent a lot of time watching in the sport, you know, passing away. My other racing series that I was really, so at the end of the day, I wound up not picking Dirt because Code Masters is not going back to the Dirt series as of right now. And because technically the Dirt series ended between both Dirt 5 and EA World Rally Championship, which definitely EA WRC was a horrible game and horribly performant on PC. It was their attempt to shift their racing series to the Unreal Engine. It just thoroughly pissed me off that they kind of tarnished their legacy with that. But then Dirt 5 was also not Dirt 5 was a very, very, very super arcadey title made for casuals in the mainstream and was not like their more sim oriented like Dirt Rally or Dirt 2 or Dirt 2.0.
Dirt 2.0.
Yeah. So the other one that I was very, very close to picking was the Need for Speed franchise. Because again, I go back to this and I'm like, I've played actually every Need for Speed game. A couple I've had to loop back because I like skipped, but that is a game also that franchise that like starts back in the early 2000s. It is mostly known as a franchise on PC. It goes through weird, incredible peaks and valleys of change, from Need for Speed High Stakes to Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed to the Need for Speed Underground approach to Most Wanted to the franchise finally being handed to Criterion and them kind of Burnout, putting the Burnout glow up on it, right? With the second Most Wanted, which I actually didn't like. I actually prefer the first Most Wanted.
I'd say the first Most Wanted is where I started.
Yeah. And then throughout all of that has Hot Pursuit, and then actually has Hot Pursuit rebooted right in the mix. And Hot Pursuit really becomes the main. So it's just a super storied franchise with a dozen plus titles in it.
And there's a movie.
There's a movie.
Yeah.
That's right.
We don't speak of that. That's like Nate said. Like I don't own that.
I don't. I don't even play that game.
So there's two other, like I said, there's two other franchises in here that I really would have preferred to pick. I might almost say F1 too, but F1 really is very much. I don't want to say it's the same game. The differences on it are so beneath the covers that like most people don't know it, because you'd have to really follow the Formula One sport. But at the end of the day, I wound up picking Forza franchise.
Okay.
I am making the reach that I'm not picking Forza Horizon, but I'm actually laying claim to the Forza franchise, inclusive of Motorsport. And I feel that's fair because since as far as we know, Motorsport is over.
I think Turn 10 will be gone. So
yeah. So that is also a franchise that I have played every iteration of. I think maybe except the very, very first one. I didn't actually come to it until Forza Motorsport 2, but I've been there all along the way with Motorsport and Horizon. They have been super fun games. In particular, my preference is actually for the Motorsport series, because I prefer the more sim-oriented game style. But it is a game that is still going. Like I said, I'm not super happy about picking it because, in my opinion, like Forza Horizon isn't really doing anything new. I think I've been on record ad nauseum talking about how, I understand how other people are impressed by the game, but I'm not. But I will say, I could arguably be convinced to, like, Logic, if you can only play 4 franchises, here's this one racing game you can play, and we're just going to give you a new Forza Horizon every few years in a new biodome, right? In a new country, right? We're just going to take it around the world. And so that way it's kind of like Assassin's Creed in some ways. So that's my final pick.
Okay. Josh, you get to round us off with your final
I was going to say,
pick.
can you put an underline on Fallout and Horizon? I mean Forza, because you're killing me with this editing.
Oh, I didn't realize there were no underline. My bad. There you go.
I was going to point it out
Xeno.
before, but I was like, ugh.
What the heck? That's so weird. Okay.
Yeah.
They were all copied from the same template. Anyways, go ahead.
For my fourth pick, I was like, where do I go with this? Because I was like, if this is 4 games and I'm playing forever, like, I got Final Fantasy and they got like the online stuff. So I was like, that's pretty much going on forever anyway. And like Resident Evil, like the way I play them, I could play them forever regardless. And Persona's sort of the same sort of thing. They had long, but then I was like, I want something that no one's going to pick. So I racked my brain and I did come up with something that no one was going to pick, because I can guarantee no one's going to pick it. And I don't think there's going to be any new games because it became a subscription, and that is Rocksmith, because I fucking love music and I love those games because they're so fun and out there. And if you don't know what they are, it's like Guitar Hero, but you have to actually play proper guitar on them.
Didn't they isn't Rocksmith and Guitar Hero made by the same company?
No.
No?
Rocksmith is Guitar Hero is made by Activision. Rocksmith is made by Ubisoft.
Gotcha.
And
okay.
There's
My bad.
Rocksmith, and there's Rocksmith 2013. Now it's called Rocksmith Plus, and it's just a subscription that you can sign up for and play.
I didn't realize it was still going. That is such
that's the thing. It's like that's why I was like, no one was going to pick this thing, because I was like, because I do love those games, and I think they're really cool, and they're a great way to teach people how to play guitar. And as someone who plays guitar for coming up on 25 years, like, I think it's really cool how it's done. And like, I love Guitar Hero as well, but I was like, nah, I'm not going to go with the obvious one for that. So yeah.
So RPG88, now that you've kind of watched the show, hey, what's up, Rachie? I didn't see you. Now that you kind of watched the show, what's y'all's takes? RPG, Rachie, Morgan, what are y'all's big four that you're thinking? So this list, though, guys, is there any? So I thought about doing trades, like at the end, like you could trade a franchise for another, but I don't. As I'm looking, I'm like, you know what?
I'm pretty happy with mine.
I wish I had either Final Fantasy or Trails. But outside of that, I'm pretty satisfied. And Nate, what do you think about yours, man? Are you pretty satisfied with your list?
I mean, the only thing, like I said, I would have probably picked Persona earlier, and then you would have had Trails.
And then I would have had Trails.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, Logic, what about you?
I had to get a long-standing one that's like just as much and like just as involved, you know. So I was like, and then he took Final Fantasy, which is like the original, you know.
Yeah,
so,
like F this
the
dude.
one I had in the wings that I sort of expected you to pick was I did have Dragon Quest, but I was like,
I would.
Where I was like, Logic, I know played the most recent one, and I think he liked it a lot. So I was like, I don't know.
I do talk about it a lot because Square won't shut the fuck up about it. But yeah, I don't. I've played them. I've played 8. I've played 11. I've beaten them, but I don't actually like the Dragon Quest series. So you would have been safe.
I like Dragon Quest a lot. So yeah, but I like Final Fantasy more, and same with Kingdom Hearts. I had that in the wings as well.
Yeah, you got probably my only regret that I missed was the Persona.
That was purely a tactical pick. I expected you to have that really high.
Yeah,
Persona,
I almost went for it because, like I said, I didn't expect anybody to go for Grand Theft Auto. But I was I'm also trying to think about more from what Logic's point of view was, which was, hey, I'm picking 4 different franchises.
Yes.
So like, what's kind of the thing? So I was trying to pick stuff where I was like, what would I want to play all the time?
Yeah,
I can switch it up because I can go driving, you know, in Grand Theft. I can go rob stuff. I can go flying. I can go.
Good point.
You know,
I'm replaying 5, and it's so good.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was such a big thing. Like a lot of people, like I said, haven't really remembered how iconic that launch was for 5, but like it was unbelievable. And then the stuff that I've seen from 6 is
even
just gonna
3.
that all up.
It's like so nostalgic. It's so good. Like I love 3.
Yeah, and then also Chinatown or whatever.
Yeah, Chinatown Wars. Yeah,
all that stuff was all those so
Liberty
good.
City and Vice City stories. They're really good too.
So, Logic, what do you think about your list, man? Are you satisfied with yours?
So one thing I'd be interested in knowing from the chat, if you had to pick one panel member's list, which list
that's a good question.
It's a great question.
I'm very happy with my list. I'm often happy with like things that I do that wind up being different than I thought they would turn out to be. So like if you'd asked me what my list was, like, not being on a panel, right, and not being able to not choose things that other people had picked, like it would definitely look different.
Yeah.
There's, like I said, I made an audible call on the looting, right, because my 2 loot options, I was like, I'm either going to pick Diablo or Borderlands. But when it came, and particularly I felt good about Borderlands being the alt looter because I play so many first person shooters. So I was like, okay, well that kind of kills 2 birds with 1 stone. So it's kind of weird that on my list I don't have any first person shooters.
Yeah.
So
I thought you would have Call of Duty.
I was expecting it.
I mean, I play it a good deal, but again, I wouldn't raise it up to the level of saying that's a game that deserves to be on Mount Rushmore, you know? And then on top of that, who the hell's face are you going to put on the mountain? Or I guess Captain Price.
Yeah, Price with Stash.
So, and then the Uncharted pick, like I feel good about the Uncharted pick, but like on any given, like on a casual day, right? If I'm time constrained and I just need to get into something, I will undoubtedly reach for a Spider-Man game before an Uncharted game.
Yeah.
Like an Uncharted game is like I want to have time to like pour a glass of wine and make a sandwich and sit down and know I'm not going to be bothered for 3-4 hours. But then when I look back and I think about like the tapestry of the epic, right from the beginning to the end of that whole thing, I'm like, okay, so from a mechanics perspective, Spider-Man definitely, unquestionably, any day of the week. But then from a journey perspective, right, then I'm kind of like, I gotta put Uncharted right on the mountain. So, but again, if you casually ask me like the Mount Rushmore question, right, on a random weekday, right, that list probably looks a little different.
Yeah, it's I'm so we are getting everybody in the chat saying Nate's list, Logic's list. The only one who hasn't got a list yet is Josh, and I think it's because of that Rocksmith pick at the very end. Like I think that's I think that's what did it. Like you had everybody, but folks are like, Rocksmith.
But I get why you picked that though.
Yeah,
because I know people who are fans of the other one, like Guitar Hero, and they would pick that till the day they die. Like, so I get it. Yeah.
And I was like, it's very much me. And that's why I was like, I know no one's going to pick that. And that's why I left it at the end. Because I was like, this is just mine. Like,
yeah. So for an audible, though, to be sure, because I said it in the chat, but I almost put The Witcher where I put Fallout.
Yeah. That would have been a good one.
Yes.
Yeah. And I know that Morgan would have really taken my list at that point. I know she hates Bethesda. But if I would have put The Witcher,
for good reason,
she would have been all over it because I know she number
Bethesda
one
deserves the hate.
Is looking forward to Witcher 4 the way I am, and they're talking about continuing the Witcher series for years to come. And she's also read the books.
That one remake does have me very interested. The remake of the first Witcher.
Look at her. She redid her list. Look at her.
No.
She says Octopath, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Witcher, and Yakuza. She's
Yakuza's another good one.
Yakuza's a super good one. That's like a GTA. Like you could get you get your turn based on,
especially
you get
with all like the mini games. Yeah.
So all the mini
games.
She dropped Cyberpunk and still kept Kingdom Come Deliverance. Wow.
I think Cyberpunk's not that good, but that's just my opinion.
She loved Kingdom Come, dude.
My goodness,
and then they announced the new one. Yes, because she played 1 and then she went right into 2. She absolutely loved it. She almost picked Kingdom Come Deliverance for her game of the year over Claire.
I remember that.
People either love it or hate it. So
yeah.
So
I very much respect the Rocksmith pick though, and because it's a thing that sometimes I've talked about with other friends of mine. Like it can't be slept on the cultural phenomenon that was the whole. Rock Band and Guitar Hero, like it transcended gaming, and there was a period of time, probably over maybe 3 years or so, that like going to a Rock Band party was a thing.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
I did them. Yeah, I've still got all my stuff for it. Yeah,
dude, because when they made the sets, like, so the first game came out, Guitar Hero came out, and it was like, oh, this is awesome. Then it was 2-player, and it was, oh, this is great. And then they started adding shit. They started adding like drums. And once you start adding drums, dude, you're like, cool, we can have
we can
have 2 guitars playing.
Really cool.
We can have
I also love
drums. Those things were, and now if you go to try to find like the whole kits and setups and stuff, they're $500. Like you're spending out the rear end for them.
What's really cool is because I still have the drum kit. You can actually use them as a legit drum kit to record stuff. Like they're really cool.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll add the whole thing of like there were, again, that span of 3 years, like there were times that I'm like, and I, of course, I transitioned to digital music during this time period too, and there were times that I'd go on a given day and I'd say I'm just going to buy all the Guitar Hero songs or all the Rock Band songs, because a lot of them were songs that I was unfamiliar with. I didn't know those bands. And I know that a lot of people that I knew and a lot of things that I read said people were doing the same thing too. So it exposed people to like different genres of music and things like that too.
I agree. Like, there's a lot of music that I love that are on those things. But like, I knew about a lot of those bands, but like, there's still some that are like that's fucking awesome that people didn't know, like Slipknot, and I think the Living End's on one of them, and I love the Living End. I've met people in that band. Like, I've met them several times because I wouldn't call them friends; they're acquaintances. But yeah, they're really cool, and they're on one of those, and it's cool to get the interesting shit. And Rocksmith in particular, I love because it's not you're playing the plasticky stuff. It's you have to have a real guitar to do it, and that's why I love that one so much.
Yeah, that's
really weird.
So we Morgan's over here trying to cheat. Like, can I just choose all of CDPR? Hell no, you can't. There's reasons why.
Because that's I told her like I would have said that. The reason I put Fallout was because I couldn't pick between Cyberpunk and Cyberpunk and The Witcher, and they're both younger franchises. So I was like, where are they gonna go? And I was like, do I want to be trapped to either one? And the answer is no. But like Fallout, like I said, the way that I've played it and the way that it has the mod support, I can change it into a bunch of different things, which is why I ultimately picked it.
So,
but yeah, if I could have got that, I would have cheated.
A couple of the games on my list that I didn't pick that I'm kicking myself a little bit for, and I knew I would. I have the Batman Arkham games. Because literally Arkham Knight is a game that I've beaten three times. I've rolled credits on that game 3 different times, and it's the story that is told in all 4 of those, even the offshoot that people don't really count as Origins.
Origins is pretty cool though.
Origins is great. I loved Origins. And I really like that there's tie-ins. I never did the multiplayer, but there's tie-ins to Origins from like in Dark Knight crap, what the heck? Where did it go?
Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight, thank you. So like that was a franchise that I had on here.
Since it's in the same world, would you count Gotham Knights?
Unfortunately, yes. And that, honestly, I actually count both of them. And those 2 games, honestly, is what kept it off of being higher up on my list.
I do like Suicide Squad, which is well established here, and I do like Gotham Knights.
Well, you are allowed to like whatever game you want to like, but that's
varying quality. I have platinums in both of them.
Gotham Knight.
I liked Gotham Knights, just not at 30 FPS.
Yeah.
I don't really care.
30 FPS.
To be fair, me and Morgan were just cracking jokes the whole time, so that's probably why.
I'm doing that with Halo currently. I'm playing Halo Combat.
That's how Salty and I played it, because he and I both bought the game when it was like $20, and him and I played like a third, I think, of the campaign, and we just laughed our rear ends off the whole time. But like, so there was that. There was Tomb Raider. My sports game was.
Yeah, I was surprised you didn't have I was surprised one of your picks was not Tomb Raider.
Listen, it's because I arrived at the series as a huge, massive fan of it in 2008. I did not get any of the. I didn't really like the control schemes or anything like that of the older games because they were
2008. Hold on, 2008. So that's before the remake.
Oh no, it was the remake.
That's 2013.
Oh, 2013. Sorry. 2013 is when I started with that. And so, yeah, it's very much a series that I'm excited to see where it goes. But outside of 3 games, I didn't like where it was. And so it's on my list, but it was on my list as, if somebody takes Final Fantasy, Assassin's Creed, Diablo, Ace Combat, God of War, Tales of, you had to get through Super Mario, you had to get through Arkham, you had to get through Madden, Star Wars, Middle-earth. Like, because I would have taken just the 2 Middle-earth games if my list got dismantled that much, just because the Nemesis system is so damn fun.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Like, and we're never getting it again. So I would literally have 2 games that have one of the best gaming mechanics ever that we're never getting again. And so, like, there was that game, those 2 games had high considerations. Logic, what about you? This was recapping, like, what wasn't on our list was kind of your thing and your, like, idea, and you wanted to kind of make sure we did that. So What about you? What are some things off of your list that haven't been talked about and or seen?
Yeah, I mentioned a couple of them. So, I talked about the racing game franchises that I did not pick. I talked about how I had Tales in consideration. I really wanted to pick, and I felt almost obligated as a PC gamer main to pick a 4X game. And so I had Galactic Civilization, and Empire Earth on my list. But again, like I felt like I don't know that I could raise any one of those up right to the level of Rushmore. I wanted to pick. I had different things that were really at top of mind to be representative of military sims or flight sims, other than Ace Combat. So I had Jane's Fighting. I had the Jane's Fighting series, which unfortunately is a series that has gone away. But for a very long time, it was like super huge, and of course it was done by EA, but it was like smaller studios. But it really did like some of the favorite games in the genre, because there was a whole maritime, like there was Fleet Command, there was SSN 688, there was Apache Longbow, there was F-15, and then there was Jane's U.S. Air Force, which was like 8 different like Air Force fighter craft in it. So then there was the Micro Pro series, which predated that a little bit, but had things like the Hunt for Red October, F-19 Stealth Fighter. I think they had a F-15 Strike Eagle, F-16, and then of course Micro Pros really kind of peaked with Falcon 4.0, which is kind of a seminal flight simulator that like everybody who's a flight sim fan like knows that game, and it's been recreated and repackaged and modified. It's amazing. Like it has a dynamic campaign in it, so that like every time you play through it, the campaign unfolds slightly differently.
One of my friends is a huge flight sim guy, so I think I have played that one.
Yeah. So, but I wound up not putting that one in there. Like I said, I mentioned Borderlands, I mentioned Spider-Man. One that I felt like I could have squeezed in there that would have arguably kind of slid into the JRPG frame would have been Fire Emblem.
I was expecting Fire Emblem to show up, and I was expecting
Nate would have had Fire Emblem.
Yeah. I thought Innate was taking Xeno, Fire Emblem, and Suikoden. I thought he was taking all 3 of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason I didn't do Suikoden though is because it's not, although they're coming out with that offshoot of a, what is it? Like they're doing almost like what they're doing with Octopath's other game. Like they don't necessarily say that they plan to continue the franchise, so that's why I didn't choose Suikoden. And the only reason Fire Emblem didn't make it is because I was just thinking about more diversity in the lineup, because it probably would have slotted in right where Grand Theft Auto was, but I was like, Grand Theft Auto is just way more versatile. That's the only real reason.
See, and so the next time we do this with whether it's some of y'all coming back or a whole, all new panel, once we do greatest like favorite franchises, that I didn't just want tonight to be, favorite franchises, cool. I actually wanted there to be like some stake on it where like, hey, once this is off the board, can't nobody else grab it. You're stuck with these for the rest of your life. Like it sets up more scenarios that you're like, it's not just, oh yeah, cool. So favorite franchises, awesome. Final Fantasy, Assassin's Creed, Madden, Diablo, Ace Combat. Oh, okay, cool. That's great. Like it becomes more, I'm only playing these, period. Like I am not getting anything else. And so I took into account like replayability. Like I love the Ezio series. I took in replayability on that. I took in like the looter side of it. What are some things that I like to go back to as my gaming junk food, right? Like that is a looter. That is a game like God of War. That is, and then what do I love the most about getting lost into these worlds? Well, that's the story. That's where Final Fantasy was. Trails and Tales, that's where they came in. And so like I wanted different genres, and it seems like that's kind of what each one of us did. Like if you look at our list, every single person has a story-driven game, Resident Evil, Uncharted, God of War, Well, every single one of us except Enate, unless we want to count Fallout in that.
I say Fallout or GTA, yeah.
Yeah. And then we all have more of a JRPG style game with Final Fantasy Expedition 33, Trails, Tales, Xeno series, Persona. Like this is one hell of a lineup, guys. Like if you look at the bookshelf or the digital library of all of these, you're eating very well no matter whose list you grab.
I was gonna say, did you want to get my stuff that didn't make my list?
Oh yeah. No, we still have you and Enate.
Nate. Yeah, because I've got Dragon Quest, but then I had Zelda. And this is the one where I was like, I have a caveat for this because I hate the new Zelda.
Between the two of y'all didn't pick Zelda because
Listen,
people,
Yeah, that's the thing is, I love Zelda, but I hate the new Zelda. So I'm like,
Yes!
I can't justify it.
exactly.
Like, I love Ocarina of Time. I love Majora's Mask. I love Wind Waker. I love Twilight Princess, and like all that sort of stuff. I cannot stand the new Zelda. They suck so bad, and I'm really worried that they're going to fuck up Ocarina of Time by doing the new one like that, like the remake. And that's what's terrified me about that fucking game. But then I've also got like Kingdom Hearts. Then like another one just for me of Command and Conquer because I love that game.
yeah,
And
Conquer's awesome.
because I got so fucking addicted to Generals growing up because I love that game. Like that's
I
the
played
one that and Red Alert and Red Alert 2.
I played Generals for about 6 to 8 years
Yeah.
because we played it for about 4, and then we found a conversion mod which added like 14 more generals, and we played for years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love those games.
That's where I put my Empire Earth pick in that I had on the list, was to get that Conquer the World RTS approach type game.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was thinking Age of Empires because I'm also a big fan of
That's
that one.
what I was going to say. Age of Empires 2 was like my early 90s childhood gaming. Like I played that at school like nobody's business.
And I hate Age of Empires, and that's why I have Empire Earth on my list.
Empire Earth is very good. And
yeah, I think I would pick Empire. Funny enough, I played the hell out of Age of Empires 2, like back in school, kind of like you were saying. But I think I would probably pick Empire Earth more because, honestly, going back to Age of Empires nowadays, especially like the new one that came out, I hated it. I was so bored.
So that's the problem. I still have the double disc somewhere that was Age of Empires 1 and Age of Empires 2 for PC. Like,
nice.
I still have that. Go ahead, Josh.
And then rounding out my last couple of ones that didn't make it, just because I didn't think they were good enough, is I've got Dead or Alive, Ninja Gaiden, and Metal Gear Solid. But I didn't quite got that high.
Okay.
And like Dead or Alive, I know people don't like Dead or Alive, but they're more just I like them sort of thing. So
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I expected a lot. So to be honest, I expected way less mainline stuff from you. I honestly, most of your picks are pretty docile and scream Josh. But I also was expecting, oh God, I can't even say the name. Danganronpa, whatever the heck that is.
Danganronpa, yeah.
Yeah, I expected that.
It was funny because you mentioned, I think on the stream last week with me, you're like, oh, it's all going to be stuff. And I did joke and say, I'll give you some deep cut ones.
Yeah, like.
And I did think about having just a whole list of just crazy deep cut shit.
That's kind of.
Like, no.
I knew that if I didn't get picked
once I saw my name was first, I was like, I've got to get Final Fantasy regardless, just to piss you off. I was like, it's got to be number one.
Well, so my greatest setup would have been, so what I did was I randomized everybody's names 3 times, and whatever it landed on, that's what it landed on. First time I randomized it, I was first. Second time, I was fourth. Third time, it was like this. And so I didn't have a shot. I didn't have a snowball's chance in hell because no matter which route it would have gone, except for me being first, I would have to have contended with you and Enate still before me. And it just, there was no shot that I was getting Final Fantasy, which, to be fair, out of my RPGs, it was Final Fantasy Trails, or it was Final Fantasy Trails and Tales. And the only reason I put Trails above Tales was because the games are longer and I feel like the writing is better in Trails than it is in Tales in the earlier games. Because not every single one of their games does it like Arise does. And so, but anyways, Enate, what about you, man? What were some things that got left off of your list?
I mean, like you said, like the obvious ones, right? Like that probably the biggest one, like you said, that was probably missing is probably Fire Emblem, because everybody knows how much I really love Fire Emblem.
Had
Um,
no idea.
right? uh, that's probably the biggest one. Just because like I love them, but I was like, if I'm stuck playing stuff over and over, that was kind of the thing. Was like this is it, and it's like I'm trying to think of things that could be as versatile as possible and also have like a ton of games. So while there are a ton of games in the Fire Emblem franchise, they're all pretty they all could be pretty close together. The only thing that kind of could have rescued that is stuff that I didn't really consider, which is like off the beaten path, which is stuff that I've only recently got into when you have to have like a modded console and stuff to do them. Um, which was like modded ROMs where people literally change the game entirely and you basically get to play like an entirely different game. Um, but it's more complicated and stuff. It's not built into the framework like Fallout is. Like I said, like that was why that pick kind of got put there. Um, like I said, I did struggle heavily. Like I said, the other two would have been somewhere between Cyberpunk and The Witcher. I really, really played I beat Witcher 1 22 times. Or not Witcher 1, Witcher
Jesus.
2, sorry. Witcher 2. Yeah, I played Witcher 2 to
Two's really
death.
good though, so I get it.
And it's extremely good. And it has those multiple branching paths. And that's honestly why it also The Witcher 3 irritates me a lot. Because as much I love The Witcher 3 myself, what I mean by it irritates me is that a lot of people, Witcher 3 was their first game,
Yeah,
and
and
a
it's
lot of
two's
people
better.
shit on Trish, and because they don't
Yeah.
know how gangster
Well,
and how
yeah.
down she is for him. So everybody's just like, yeah, the chick I had sex with on a unicorn, you
How
know.
how crazy is it that two never came to PlayStation? Even now,
It is. It is.
like
Yeah.
people love The Witcher, and two's never been on PlayStation.
It'll get there. They're doing remakes of both of them, so
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like one is stuck on PC, so I'm like, yeah, sure. But I mean, like two is on Xbox and PC. It just
Yeah.
never came to PlayStation.
Yeah, and a lot of people were curious about that. A lot of people had asked me about it because a lot of people knew that I had played it. And like I said, it has a massive,
Yeah.
massive effect on
How you feel about Trish?
yeah, how you feel about her. Because like they really don't give her the
No, they
shine like
don't.
I
No,
like
I like Trish, but I played two, so
yeah, but you play two, exactly. Like what she really means to him and stuff. And it's like they
yeah,
don't really establish that in three. It's just like, oh, here's this old character that he knows, and if you know, you know. But if you
yeah,
don't, like, okay, well, lilac and gooseberries, like.
yeah.
So yeah, that kind
I
of drove
felt
me
like Trish
crazy.
was just so devious toward. Now, granted, the reason why Witcher stayed off of my list was because I came in at 3 and I have yet to play 1 and 2. And
Well, yeah,
even
that
though
makes
I'm
sense.
super hyped about 4, I didn't want to come in with like I don't know it because the other series, Tales of Arise. I've only beaten one of the other games, but I've played at least 5 hours of each of the others I've mentioned. So like,
Yeah,
I at least have dabbled into the others after beating one of them. I haven't I haven't touched a keyboard to play Witcher 2 or Witcher 1. Like, and so I felt like that would have been more of a popular pick
yeah,
than a me pick, even though I do absolutely love The Witcher 3. I love the fact that there's every decision you made in that game damn near mattered.
yeah,
Like if you didn't talk to the guy from the Cat Guild at the right time, you weren't able to get a certain Gwent card. And like there were other things that like if you talked to him, his I remember the most because it was like very branching. Like every time you ran into him, you had to do a certain thing,
Yeah.
or you missed being able to fight him. And like either
For the
kill
card,
him,
yeah.
right, for the card, or either kill him or let him. Like there were so many decisions just within that one quest line. And then the Witcher 3 has the absolute best damn side quest ever, bar none, in the Bloody Baron. It is
That is a really good one, yeah.
so good. it makes me want to slit his throat more than once. And it's so like it's so
I don't
good.
think I've ever heard that in such a positive context.
My well, and it's close second with like the most like gut-wrenching side quest. I don't know. Maybe this one's top 3 for me. And it's in a game that I actually don't like, which is Final Fantasy 16. When you
The
go
one with the playthings.
Yes. Yes. Dude, that broke my damn heart. Like I'm sitting there and like this little girl is so sad that her toy is broken, that the thing that her father got her that was so special was broken, and she follows you and like you do quests for her and like you're trying to find it and you're like getting closer to recovering this little girl's toy who seems like she's dying. And come to find out that, spoiler alert, if you don't want to know this, it is a side quest. But like, come to find out, the toy is a human being who can do magic and provide like entertainment for her. And because she's used her plaything, quote unquote, so much, the plaything is now dead and her dad needs to find her a new one. Like, that's freaking disgusting. And like,
people were like, why don't they have black people?
Listen, that was the smartest thing they ever could have done.
I agree.
Like, because in that context, hell no.
Yeah.
Like, not getting played. But like,
it was a safe bet to stay away from that.
just stay away. Because there's black people in the world, but ain't none of them doing magic. None. And so like, it was such a pivotal side quest in that game. I can't remember much else about that game except for that side quest, the ending, which was the biggest damn cop-out I've ever seen, and Square needs to do better in their next one. And oh my God.
To each their own.
Anyways.
You and me discuss this regularly, so
I know.
to each their own.
But like, oh my God, it was so pivotal. And I think that's the type of thing that makes you look at one game in a franchise and go, you know what? That might be worth me taking the whole damn franchise just for that one thing. Just because Witcher 3 had the most amazing side quest or had some of the greatest storytelling or all that other stuff. But man, sorry.
Now see, if we would have did greatest franchise, it would be different because we weren't talking about like what you play all the time.
Right.
And the reason is because, like I said, Mass Effect is going no more.
Yep.
But Mass Effect is by far one of the greatest trilogies to ever exist, and nothing else has ever done it that way ever before. Like, and even it has one of my favorite quests ever.
Two Human came out around the same time. That was supposed to be the same thing, and that didn't.
It was supposed to be not at all. Yeah, not at all.
So, what was your favorite quest?
My favorite quest has to do with the Shadow Broker.
Ooh, that's good. That's a DLC quest.
Yeah. So it's one of the greatest DLC quests of all time. Like, I thought it, because usually DLC is like a foregone conclusion. It's like, oh, it's cool. It'll add to it. It'll do something. But like, they went crazy. And when they explained and you finally seen why nobody could find the Shadow Broker, it was like, oh my God, this is insane. Like, it was one of those moments in a game where you never forget how it blows your mind when you first figure it out and you finally see what it is, especially when you understand the resources that it takes to have that done in that world or in that galaxy. Like, this person was like on an entirely different level. And for you to be able to even find this place was like the most insane thing on the planet. So yeah, it absolutely blew my mind from a visual standpoint, from like a reveal standpoint. Like, it was incredible. I will say I do agree with you guys. Like, the best, I think they just got the best side quest in the business, which would be CD Projekt. Because some of my favorite side quests, the Bloody Baron is, like you said, up there and stuff. But some of my favorites are actually in Cyberpunk 2077.
There were some good ones there.
Yeah, like, but you got to play, and this was the thing. Like, I discovered a lot of these when I played to completion, because some of them are so hidden and so like in the depths. Like, you can complete the game quite easily without coming across some of these. So when I played the game 100% and went through everything, and I was talking to Morgan about it because she pointed out one to me that even though I had played through the game a lot, I had never went through with that specific side quest. Um, and once I had went through it, we talked about it for like a while because it was so in depth. It was so like everything felt so real. You know what I'm saying? Like these characters were really living that life. It was a real family crisis. It was a real like something somebody could really go through. Like it was incredible. Um and that was the side well one of them was the side quest with the cop where he was basically
Oh my God, yes.
yeah,
Oh,
he's an uncle and the kids and yeah, and then the whole yeah, I was like, oh my god,
ah.
this is incredible. Like this is
Was
crazily written.
I have a
Like
question? Was
yeah,
there a way? Because in my playthrough, I wasn't able to save him. Is there a way to actually like save him?
I think
Because we're
I
talking about the
want
same one, right? It's the officer where the two friends are up in the second level of the apartment complex, and you have to go to his door and you find out all about like what's going on in his life, what's happened
no.
through his
So
two
you're
friends on the
that's another
balcony.
one. That's another one.
Oh
That's another
God,
one.
that one killed
Yeah.
me, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Yeah, I'm talking
heartbreaking.
about Rivers. Yeah, I'm talking about Rivers. So
Okay.
Corey knows what I'm talking about. I'm talking about
My,
Rivers. Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah. But yeah, you can save River.
Okay. My
Yeah.
bad. Sorry, I thought we were talking about a different one. Where, like, okay.
But yeah, I know you're talking about the guy that lives in your apartment building. You talking
Yes.
about him? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You
Yes.
can save him.
You can?
You can. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Man, it was literally the moment of if I just would have talked to him one more time.
I know. Yep.
Like,
Exactly.
you know
It
what I
gives you
mean?
that feeling.
Like, it was
Yep.
literally that moment, but it was real. It was like, dude, I actually, after that was when I messaged one of the guys in the Discord that I hadn't heard from in like months. And I was like, dude, hey,
Mhm.
man, I'm just wanting to check on you, make sure you're okay, make sure you're having, like, because that, like,
Wellness check.
that's just a wellness check because I'm like, dude, are you alive? Is everything all right? Like, we haven't heard from you. You kind of fell off the face of the earth. I knew you were dealing with some stuff. Is everything okay? Like, just checking on you. And it's because I played that mission and was like, damn, just one more. Just one more knock on that door. What would that have done? Oh,
Yeah.
it was so good. Anyways, go ahead.
But see, but yeah, that's why I said those would probably be it. But like I said, yeah, greatest franchise period of all time has definitely got to go to Mass Effect. Like I said, I've never, I still got to get Morgan through the first part because people often get lost in the galaxy in Mass Effect One.
Yep. That's
But
why I can't
the
play it.
yeah, the story and the character development and the world building is unlike I've never cared about characters in a video game more in my entire life. Like I was ride or die for my whole team. Like ain't nobody touching Garrus Vicarian, ain't nobody running up on Morden Solus. Like I'm telling you, these were the people, bro. They had that they had I had their back to the death of me. You know what I'm saying? Like I was Commander Shepard. You know what I'm saying? I've like my last playthrough with the actual the legendary edition was my 29th completion of Mass Effect 1.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
like I have played the me and Priscilla have matching hoodies that say N7 on them.
That's so sick.
Uh
Nice.
we
The
have matching
N7 logo is
beanies.
clean as hell, by the way. Whether it's on a
Bro,
hat, hoodie,
yeah,
like
exactly.
shirt, it's just clean. It's
People
just,
ask us about it all the
yep.
time. They're like, is that like a new clothing line? Like what is that? You know, and I'm like, nah, it's a video game.
It's just video
But it always
games.
yeah, it always stands out when we wear them together because then people are like, wait a minute, what the heck is that? Like I've never seen that before. And
Yeah.
you can't buy them anymore because the BioWare store is closed, like and stuff like that. Shout out to the BioWare store though for having big boy sizes. Because I hate when
So
they be having merch and they be acting like everybody
Yeah.
is a size small or like a medium. I'm like, bro, there's a reason all those are in stock. Everybody's not a size small. Like, but yeah, those are probably my
Mm.
biggest ones that didn't make the list. Besides, obviously, Persona, which Josh picked, which like Morgan said, that made Josh enemy number one. So Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. If he would have chose like Dragon Quest or something, yeah, I probably
I know.
yeah, I
I
probably
knew
would
you were going to have Persona, so I had to counterpick it.
switch.
I
I mean,
am.
enemy of Thrifty with Final Fantasy, I had to get you with Persona.
Listen, you are still dirty for that, and I knew it was coming too.
Yeah,
But
I know.
I knew
We were talking
he
around
was
it the
about-
whole time. This like
I'm gonna be
earlier.
honest. You would have got Final Fantasy if I was first because I wouldn't have picked it. So
No, I know. I was
yeah.
going to pick it,
But I knew he was gonna. I knew he was gonna get you, especially because
I
y'all were
know.
talking about Final Fantasy Online and stuff
I know.
recently. I was like, yeah, he's gonna get you.
I know. And
But
to be
the one
fair,
thing I will say about this list, right, is with the exception of 2 games, I would have got bingo all over this board. Like I played all of these.
right? Like,
Yeah, like, and I still play them. You know what I'm saying? Even the 2 that I wouldn't specifically pick like that because I don't play them as much, but I've still played like which would be Rocksmith and Diablo, like because I just don't play them like that. But I have played Diablo 2 and 3 and whatever 4 I guess was the last one. I don't remember what it's called, but yeah, so I have played them. So I basically. I mean, just what I will say is that we all have impeccable taste.
that's
Like I said, bingo all over this board, bro. Like I'm telling you, like I would have been good. You know, I would have had it across in a couple spots, all the way, you know, down and up in a couple spots. Like I said, even like I said, my biggest surprise with Logic, all of those are franchises I heavily mess with. I mean, I already pre-ordered Ace Combat 8. I mean, you already know what time it is, so absolutely. But yeah, man.
Man, that was great. This is honestly the direction that I have been moving this channel, where we talk about games. When Logic brought it up that the channel would be a great outlet for stuff like this, for these type of things. Shout out to him for recognizing that, because it gave me a whole new line of things I could do with it and stuff like that. Like, it forced me to realize how to do window and have 5 different things up on my screen at once while being able to maintain, you know, jumping back and forth between things. And hopefully I get better at that. But I want to celebrate gaming. I want to celebrate the games that are coming out. I want to talk about them. I want to discuss games that have come out. I love when I have Falky on, because Falky doesn't really buy brand new titles. You know, Logic doesn't really do a ton of brand new games. If he buys a game day one, it was really, really important to him. And like those type of things, I love, because I get the perspective of, dude, Falky, what are you playing? Dude, I just started Spider-Man 2. That game came out 4 years ago, bro. Like, yeah, I know, it's great.
Doing Yakuza for a while.
Yeah, like he was doing that with Yakuza. He did that with Dave the Diver. He played Dave the Diver after like the second DLC came out. Like,
yeah.
But it's celebrating gaming. If we've talked about it before, there's so many games that people have that are in their backlogs that if you're not playing the latest and greatest, we still want to talk about what we are playing, what we are having a good time with. Some of these franchises are literally, they started 30, 40 years ago.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A couple of these are 20 plus years old. Hell, Assassin's Creed, I think, is 20 plus years old.
15.
15? Okay, sorry, my bad. Diablo was out in 1995. You know, like these are things that have been out for a long time. This list, like this list and me on a desert island, I am indoctrinated with some of the best stories in gaming, and I'm going to learn how to play guitar at the same time. Like, that's pretty sick. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's pretty cool. You're going to teach a white dude rhythm.
Nah, if the goal at the end of this was like, okay, now you guys are stuck on the island and you've got each other's games, like, as a whole, like together, group. Yeah, that's a hell of a lineup.
Dude, like, we're never getting bored, and if you are bored, then you just need to take a break for a couple days to remember that you really do love gaming. Like, something happened.
We could go shooting and rob a bank.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We could go race each other. We could play guitar together. We can, you know, like, it's just we could get scared, you know, Resident Evil.
We can go back. We can go back to high school. We can fly around in the air. We can go face the Lord of Hell. Like, we can be very inward thinking and question our own existence with things like Clair Obscur and even some of the Final Fantasy titles.
Absolutely.
Like, this is just such a great time. Think about, instead of getting lost in the social media zeitgeist of everybody has to be pissed off and angry all the time about something, think about the things and focus on the things that actually make you happy about being a gamer.
People just
and-
like being mad.
And that's honestly the direction I have been trying to move us. That's why we cover less sensational news topics. That's why when we do it, I have my guests like Logic go, I think that's just sensationalism. Because that helps me to go, you know what? You're probably right. All right, moving on. Next thing we can talk about is, oh, hey, did you hear about Game X coming out? And then we get to talk about the things that actually matter, which are the video games.
Well, and that's why I said
pretty sick.
That's why I've said recently on the show, almost every time, like for our outro, that like I just want to thank developers for like the entirety of my life for doing what they do, because it is incredible. It is incredibly hard, and you guys have given me countless hours of entertainment, taught me lessons. When I didn't want to read a long time ago, and stuff, and I famously, like I said, and I've told this story at least to Morgan, but I famously I was I was the only person in my school when you had to take the national like reading comprehension like test. If you guys remember that, when you're in like I think it's eighth grade, they test you. But I was the only one in the school to get a perfect score, which was ironic because they thought I had a reading disability, but I was just bored.
No,
And
dog,
the
I got an
reason-
interest disability. I can read just fine. Put your shit
Yeah,
boring.
exactly. Yeah, I was just bored, but I had discovered JRPGs in that time frame, and obviously back then they didn't really have voice acting. You had to read everything. So I was reading or exceeding what was required in summer reading and all this other stuff, and I started reading like crazy, and they were like they were just like shocked when the test came back and it was perfect. And I was like, yeah, I don't have a problem with comprehension or reading. I just bored. Like, I don't want to read that, So like they have done so many things for me over the years, man, like contemplated so many scenarios, or, including like online stuff. Like I said, I don't talk about the MMO stuff as much anymore, because like I said, that was when I was in middle school and high school. I played those to death. I probably played about 100 of them, 100 different ones. And that was a bunch of stuff, being a guild leader, dealing
let's
with
go.
people's drama. Yeah, that was like, and I'm sure like if y'all are in guilds and like in Final Fantasy and stuff, y'all will understand. Guild drama is always crazy. Like it could get very real sometimes. Like you got to break up some real fights. So yeah, but just over time, man, like being born when we have been, with gaming, with our, one of our biggest hobbies, if not your biggest hobby. I mean, it is for me for sure. But like I got to be born when, Nintendo and Atari were right before for me, but they were still relevant when I could hold a controller, to go from the very beginning of gaming, all the way to where we are now. Yeah, like you can't fathom that. People joke about, things kids will never understand today. Like, me and Morgan were joking about the loud dial tone when you were dialing on AOL because you were trying to get online.
Dial up.
Yeah, and everybody was like, "Why is it so loud?" And it's like kids will never understand that,
And you
or the
couldn't
phone
silence
rings.
that
understand
shit either.
ads on TV. It's really funny because like we just use streaming now, and
Yeah.
like so we watch Simpsons and it just goes black, and she's like, "What the hell? Like what's going on?" And it's like, "Yeah, well, there's ads." Like she's like, "What?"
So
Yeah, she's like, "I don't understand."
we've
But yeah,
actually
yeah,
on
man, thank
Disney,
you.
we've been doing the ad supported one, and so it's really funny when we're watching something, because now they do get ads, and we use them just like I did when I
do
was.
they?
It's the greatest thing ever, because the kids, I'm like, okay, guys, you got a minute and 30 seconds. At least this tells you how much time you have left, because back in the day, I had to guess.
Yeah.
I was like, so go potty, get a drink, blah, blah, blah. If you want a snack, go do that. This is the time to, and like, it's so great. Like, they are now, because they went from being like, what are these? Why are they showing us like toys and stuff? And I'm like, guys, these are called ads. You're welcome. we have, and I looked at my wife the other night and I was like, honey, did you realize that we have gone from streaming services that had no ads and we replaced
to
cable
having ads again
with them to now we have ads again, and we're kind of screwed in a way because I don't want to. I looked up what it would cost to get my local cable providers like cable package. It's like $120 a month, and I'm like, or
we don't have that.
I can just keep Disney and maybe pepper in like Netflix or cancel them both, and then go over to like I can just keep doing what I'm doing and paying $8 to $15 a month.
Rotating.
Right? I just.
We're pretty lucky in that our like our cable provider have their own streaming service.
Yeah.
So like it's just an Australian thing. So like it's called Binge. So like Foxtel own that. So like instead of getting the cable stuff, you can just get their streaming service, and it's like $8 a month, and it's like all the shit that would be on their cable stuff, and you can even pick the like watch them like their channels, like if you really wanted to. Like it's pretty cool. But or you could just watch and binge watch. Like I had Seinfeld on the other day. I was like, yeah, this is great. But yeah.
All right, guys, this is an amazing list. If we get a chance to do this again, next month
Morgan did suggest studios, but I was like, you'd really have to lay those out.
Oh yeah.
Because the problem, like I was explaining to her, was like a company like Square often does
you can go business division 3. Or business division 1.
Yeah, like you have to separate who made what exactly.
Yes.
Like, and if you go Nintendo, then you have to go HAL, or whatever it was called. Or HAL, that's it. That's their studio.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think
that could be fun. But I think you need a lot of prep time.
I think the next one, see, and you couldn't even do like, to me, you wouldn't be able to do best indie without causing a 2-hour-long debate on
what's indie,
what an indie actually is.
And so like, if you set out the rules well enough,
that's a lot of extra work. But like best franchise, cool. If whatever you think, like maybe best music composer, like best.
I think you could do like influential creators or something.
I think we
could
also
hammer that down pretty minutely.
Like, I trusted giving y'all this topic and this set, but like if I have another person on here and I'm like, hey, listen guys, we're gonna go ahead and do this genre, but they hate that genre, then that's on me. So like if I'm gonna do action adventure games, I should get people on here who I know enjoy action adventure games or JRPGs or what have you. When you do more along the lines of best type of game or not best type of game, but like best game overall, you open it up to more guests and to more people being able to come in. But Logic, you've been quiet for a while. Are you, did you fall asleep on us?
No, I'm good. I've just been listening.
All right, guys. Well, hey, listen, at 11:23, we came in at under 2 hours and 45 minutes. So I'm actually super proud of us. You were right. There wasn't a lot of discussion on some of them. I think after, I don't know, I had heartbreak at 1, at 2, I had heartbreak at 1 and 2, and then 12.
Hey, look,
no,
the solution
1, 2, and 13.
The solution to our problem is all we got to do is jump Josh, and we're good. Like,
I mean,
you can have Final Fantasy. I'll take Persona. We'll just kick him out the back door.
We'll leave him with Resident Evil or Rocksmith.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to do a double switch or something on Thrifty, and after we loot Josh, come back in for Diablo. In his pocket.
That's fine. I'll have to catch Ace Combat while you're taking Diablo. Like that's all right. That's all right. Man. I'll leave you with Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'll give you one game from the franchise. There you go. Oh man!
All right. Shadows.
All right. We'll start with Josh. Josh, where can people find you?
In the Discord.
In the Discord.
I don't do Twitter.
He has a Twitter. You can find him there.
I have a Twitter. I don't use it. We know all this stuff. I make the same joke every time. So,
so what's really funny is I had a Twitter handle for Josh, no YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel for Logic, no Twitter handle. So, Logic, where can people find you, sir?
Oh, that's very uncertain these days. Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
At home.
Okay, so
Or at
he
work.
does Rounding Off Infinity. If you subscribe to Rounding Off Infinity and then put bell notifications on, when this
Yeah,
guy
you'll find
does
them
a
when they go
random Tuesday stream or a random Saturday morning cartoon stream, like
Yeah, you're on like a Saturday morning, I think, here the other day. I was like, that was a good one.
you'll
Had it on at work.
You'll be able to
can
catch
find
him.
You can find him on the E2KG network by himself when we keep peppering him with questions
Yes.
and trying to keep
Yeah.
him staying live
Yeah.
longer than he's supposed to.
Yeah, in fact, that's what I would say for
Hey.
consistency's sake. I would say, yeah, you could definitely find me Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern on enough to keep going. I don't know what I'm doing with my own channel right now. Kind of like you were saying, Thrifty. I just this year in the news cycle, I've just become thoroughly disinterested in like gaming
Yeah.
news.
I get that.
Even the business stuff, like. I don't know how many more earnings reports I can dissect and like NPD sales numbers I can go over and like what these companies have to say. I'm just like, I don't really like, tell me when you're putting a new game out. Like, I don't really care.
Right.
I don't really care what you're doing with studios. I don't really care what you're doing with, who you're hiring and bringing over from other divisions. I don't care. You got a RAM problem? Yeah, no shit. Like we all have RAM problems.
Everyone
Like
does.
just tell me when you are putting a new game out and tell me what the game is about. And then, I'll show up. So
Oh.
I don't know what else there is for
I
me to
like
talk
data,
about in
but
gaming.
yeah, there's not much to it at this point.
That's so like that's spot on. Like
And
I
then
don't
people
give
take the wrong goddamn lessons from it, and you're like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I don't. I have not looked at a gaming news article since last Wednesday night or since last Thursday, and I
I think
just,
Sakana numbers went up or something.
but I
There's
don't
some
like.
Sakana stuff today.
There was
so-
stuff about Xbox not sharing numbers, PlayStation doing some other.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
I don't give a
That show
rat's
does.
ass. Like,
I agree. Like
It-
Xbox, like what the fuck? Who cares?
well,
what
and
they're
it's like
doing? They're
when
gonna die in a
both
hole.
of the financial reports came out. So it's funny, Logic had on this. When both financial reports came out, I literally started both of the shows back-to-back weeks going, okay, Xbox financials came out. Xbox financials suck. We're going to move forward now. Cool. PlayStation's came out. PlayStation's kicking ass. Woohoo. We moved on. Like, that's that was the entire coverage for both financial reports because,
what it should be.
cool, water is wet. Great.
Yep.
Let's move on. I am tired of discussing this. We have banger after banger after banger after banger after banger coming out over the next
On
8
that calm
months.
before the storm. Like September's gonna be fucking nuts.
Yeah, it's been crazy, but and then getting into
You know,
the
like, we've
physical,
had like what 3 or 4 weeks. So
getting into the
had some
ridiculousness that has been the physical versus digital,
Ugh.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
I dove back in a little bit during that, and then I was like, I can't. I just
no,
can't.
it's not worth it.
It's stressing me out. It's ridiculous. I don't care enough about it.
People don't listen, and people don't want to hear. So
And I can't act like I care about shit anymore. So
Well, and the one thing I'll mention, because again, it's a thing that I don't want to be bothered talking about, because I wound up talking about it at length today, because the discussion got started, and I was like, I wasn't even talking about that. Like, and my thing is like the notion that people are justifying the GTA 6 leaks because of
I know.
the physical versus digital war.
yeah,
you
that's
kidding
I'm
me?
like, so we're now just at the point, like we're now at the point, like people on PC pirating games. We're at the
Yep.
point where we just
yeah.
co-sign like criminal activity and anarchy,
Oh, of course.
because like we demand a certain type of media from a specific company, like not because physical media is not going away, right? PlayStation has stopped doing physical
Yeah.
media. There's tons
Nintendo's
of
still doing
other
it.
places to procure physical media if you so choose to. What you're mad about isn't physical media. What you're mad about is you can't get physical media from the place you want to. But the way capitalism works is when a supplier doesn't give you what you want, then you go buy a
somewhere
thing
else.
from a different supplier. Adam Smith taught us that in 1776. We should know that lesson by now. So see, here I go. I'm on the soapbox. This is not what I'm meant to do. But like I said, my thing is like, again, just showing how far off the beaten path we've gone is that people are saying what's going on with GTA 6 is okay because we want physical media. I'm like, okay, well I think I'm out because that's just like not like that's not
nonsensical.
it to me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, so
Don't break the law.
and that's just the thing, guys. I would rather have fun sitting here talking to people about games that are coming out, games they're excited about, things in gaming that they don't like. Like, I want to be able to have an open conversation about Wolverine and how freaking hyped I am for it, at the same time being able to look at the animations and go, yeah, he looks like he's walking with a stick up his rear end. Like, I want to be able to have those conversations without somebody either going, oh, you like it, so you're a pony. Oh, you don't like it, so you're overcorrecting. Like,
No disc, no buy.
that's right.
you-
Even though it's on disc.
You would walk stiff too if you had adamantium layered over your skeleton. I think.
Yes. He's got a metal stick up his ass.
All right. Enate, where can folks find you, sir?
Yeah, man. Typically, when the news cycle isn't annoying, every Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern time, talking games, man. Try to keep the focus, like you said, on that. We cover less of the sensationalism. We frequently have to, if you guys saw some of the topics that Omar would normally present before I completely rewrite them and veto like 3, to come up with the 3 or 4 topics we do have, then you guys we would cover some of the craziest stories on the planet. If I
was on his ass last episode. Just
absolutely.
on it.
We're still on him.
Just
in chat today. Matter of fact, I'm calling him. I dubbed him Sir Duckin because I said you claimed this whole last episode that you love the hardest games and you described Elden Ring perfectly.
Yep.
And now you got 10,000 pounds of excuses why you not playing it. I was like, that sounds like ducking to me. I was like, I don't know about you, but
I stand by, without playing Elden Ring, that it is the easiest Souls game. I've made this joke several times, and it is always funny.
And I've heard people say that, but like I'm just giving them smoke because like he sat there and described how
thank you,
he
Morgan.
is like the quintessential.
I was going to tell you about it.
Yeah, the quintessential, hardest games player in the group, and this, that, and the third, but specifically,
didn't he take like 3.5 hours to beat the first mime in Expedition 33, and he griped because of how long the fight took?
So what he did, like an idiot, is he fought the pink fluffy thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Too early because you're not meant to, and then he was like, "Yeah, it took me like 3 hours." And what the reason he was upset is because we gave him smoke because we said, "Sir, you would only do that because you're the only person in here in the group that doesn't work full time." So you of course went there, and for
3 hours to kill on it.
Yeah, because we were like, I was like, you know what I did? I went forward. I beat like 3 bosses, came back and mopped the floor with them and kept it moving.
Oh, so you and Morgan. So here's the deal. Here's what I've noticed. Enate and Morgan will absolutely together. Wonder Twins activate will rip anybody to shreds, but Enate keeps Morgan solo in check, and Morgan keeps Enate solo in check. So like together, Wonder Twin powers activate. They can take down anybody, and you're just in danger. But when they're separate, they're going to keep each other in check hardcore. And so
Morgan already talking about getting me an AARP card. So
I saw it. Let's do the AARP card.
I told her she coming with me, so she could talk all the trash she wants.
All right, guys, that was a great show.
You got a super chat.
Oh, I do have a super chat. Thank you, Morgan Kimes with the $4.99. Great show, guys. Thank you so much, Morgan. I do appreciate that. I don't know. These guys, just enjoy gaming. Have fun. God bless. If you find social media getting you upset, turn the damn thing off.
Don't touch grass.
Press the PS button. Go touch fake grass inside of a video game. Get off of social media. Like, that's
social media sucks ass.
Comparison is the thief of joy. Like, when you start comparing yourself to other people, when you start seeing that everybody else is doing this, oh my God, and Nate just bought 5 games and I'm trying to buy 1, man. I'm this sucks, man. Blah blah blah. Or hell, Josh has got platinum number 300,075. Like, when you start,
thank you very much.
I know, I was being facetious. When you start comparing yourself to that, or oh man, Logic's telling me about this really cool like racing setup or this really cool flight sim set, like. When you start comparing yourself to other people and looking around and going, man, I don't have any of that. Well, then what you start doing is you start being ungrateful for all the cool shit you do have. And like every single game that I've mentioned here is cool shit that I've gotten to be a part of. Like Enate said it best. We have, a lot of us at least, have been playing since the controllers were square and had 2 buttons. Like that's how we know what it means to hold down B, run across the screen, jump up real high, and go into the warp worlds. Like, we know what that means. We know what that looks like.
How fucking cool is Mario?
Like, right. Like, Mario was on my list. It was actually in my tier 2 of like, okay, my top 5 are gone. I need a 4th pick, and I can't get Trails or Tails. Okay, I have Super Mario, because dear goodness, I've missed so much being away from the Switch that I have a plethora of games I could still play. And plus you get
There's
Doctor.
a big variety of Mario games.
Right. What do you want to do? Do you want to race? Do you want to play tennis? What the frick do you? Do you want to play Tetris?
Play golf?
Like, do you want to golf?
Yeah, Tetris, Dr. Mario.
You could do all of them. And it's within that.
You want to fight?
Right. And they're never going to. Do you want a JRPG? Because they got that too. Like,
yeah, I want to play the new one. I haven't played the new one at Mario RPG.
There's so much history on this list also that one day I do believe that even the younger gamers right now, the teenagers, the guys who are 20-somethings that I know frequent this channel, like, even y'all are living in a time right now where the game you are playing is going to end up being history at some point. Like, we're about to look at God of War.
Gaming's bigger than it's ever been.
It's massive, and it's such a good time. But I have dog and ponied this thing enough. We have won the award show. This is the AKC finisher. Woo! And I am going to get us out of here. Panel members, y'all have been freaking insane. And I couldn't have think of a better lineup to start this series with than this. Enate, Logic, Josh, I enjoy having y'all on here whenever y'all get the chance to. Logic, I may have to come and kidnap you one day here within a couple months, but yeah, it's really good to be able to call some of y'all friends, and so yeah, really like this. Thank y'all for coming on, guys in the chat. Y'all have a wonderful night, and yeah, I will catch you on the next one.
Da-na-na, da-na-na.